Gore's anti-cancelable.
You can't cancel the Gore.
Can't.
Gore cancels you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Literary
cancel you.
Podcast, episode number 95. I'm Adrian. Got Gore
Yep,
here. Got David here. The usual crew.
David's not here.
Hell yeah.
Only Frank.
Frank.
This is our video game podcast. We put this up every Friday, but we go live every Thursday on twitch.tv/depunked. We have other shows too. We do. Actually, let me talk about the audio podcast. I gotta figure out a format for this. I just kind of just remember whatever I can off the top of my head. We do audio podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Google, whatever you want to listen to audio. We're on there. We're also on Captivate. Shout out to all our listeners out there. We've been gaining like more traction on listeners, which is really weird to me still.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It is like
it's almost like
someone listening to us
would rather just listen to a podcast than fucking watch it.
Let me go look at them because I get.
Oh, shut up!
I keep thinking.
Oh, you shut up!
No, you shut up!
You shut up!
All right.
I keep thinking that like it's just a fluke, and maybe like one or two episodes I'll just happen to catch on.
Fuck
but, like,
you!
Progressively, it just gets more listeners per day. I gotta reload that. We'll look into it later. We have a couple.
It just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, it goes down.
No, I mean I meant the quality of the show.
Yeah, no, that's definitely been going down. teespring.com/store/blue-rupees. We got a shirt up there. Buy a shirt. You help us out with that audio podcast hosting. We'd appreciate that. Like, comment, subscribe, copyright strike. It really helps us out.
Yeah.
We have other shows too. We do our Games Gone By segment once a month where we talk about a game that we all play together, that we announce, and we go about it like book club style. We are going to make a little bit of a change though. Because of my move, I've not been able to play as much No Man's Sky as I have. I got through the beginning of it, like to the point where you can now invite people, but I've literally not been able to really play too much or line my schedule up with these guys. So we're gonna rotate the schedule around a little bit. So the Metal Gear Revengeance is what won the fan pick. Congratulations, David, once again. You just know how to pick them.
You know what's popular.
I legitimately just pick games that I have not had a chance to play yet. So,
Revengeance,
games I had not played yet.
You played Revengeance. You said last week you played.
I played a tiny bit of it. I have never finished it. I know
What'd
all
you do?
3 hours long.
I've never finished it.
Fucking like it's what the fuck?
Yeah, so like
You skip all the cutscenes. It's like 25 minutes long.
Like Rocket said.
Also, correction. I played Mega Man X Street Fighter as well before. So that was like
and Barkley suck my dick and jam it up your ass Gaiden or whatever it's called.
I didn't play that.
Yeah, you did. You're a liar. That's why you picked it. You thought it was funny.
Like Rocket in the chat, yeah. So we're swapping those two games around. So Metal Gear Revengeance is getting the is gonna be bumped to January 29th.
Oh shit.
No Man's Sky, because I know a lot of people have been wanting to play that game, like do multiplayer with us. So once I'm settled in, you can see my background. All my games are gone. Almost everything's pretty much like on Saturday. All the furniture's getting moved. So I should be back in that new place by this weekend. Which, by the way, I like the background of it a lot. It's looking nice. I'm finally able to display a lot of my statues and stuff that I've just had in boxes for a while. But we'll be once I'm all settled in there. I think the following weekend. So the next weekend after that, I'm gonna try to do a stream. And we'll play some No Man's Sky. We'll get some people on. We'll play that. Maybe do some Among Us with everyone if they want to do after that. We'll do a good stream just to just do it. Why not? But so No Man's Sky is getting bumped to February 12th. Rocket says super stoked to play No Man's Sky. CJ989. What's up, man? By the way, I recognize you from Twitter. Revengeance has been stop with that game 100 times, dude. Once you get in, like give it like an hour, which is like a third of the game. And feels good. I'm gonna play the DLC of that too. I've been wanting to play that, so I might go and do
the
that.
Blade Wolf shit.
Yeah. So our schedule is as follows. It's a long schedule. January 29th is Metal Gear Revengeance. February 12th is No Man's Sky. February 25th, Beyond Good and Evil. March 25th, Earth Defense Force 5. April 29th, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. May 27th, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. And June 24th is Parasite Eve. We still each have one remaining pick, along with October, which is the fan vote. The whole month is the fan vote. We also do Ranksters every Tuesday. We missed this week. I apologize for that. I was so swamped with the packing. I was like, should I be doing something on Tuesday at around 6 o'clock? And I was like, oh, I forgot Ranksters happens now. So we just skipped
I'm gonna
that.
be doing one. I'm gonna be doing one myself. I think tomorrow.
Okay.
So
You want to announce what it is?
no,
Top 10 anime girl.
figure it out. No, I can't. I wouldn't be able to narrow it down to 10.
Top 9,000.
Top 1,000. 9,000, like the meme. You remember Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's the first meme?
Hamster dance, I think, technically.
Oh, that's a great question.
Like,
It's got to be when Jesus came back 3 days later. Yeah, that has to be the first meme. That has to be.
Everyone's like, "Hey, guess who I am?"
Yeah, it'll be like one of those pictures where it's just like, when I don't know, when whatever is so good, and it's just like him leaving.
I thought it'd be like
my
one of those
shit's
it's like those gifts where it has like a text on when you die, when Jesus comes back or something like that behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of like a motivational poster of Jesus because there's like 500 of them. You know, like the footsteps in the sand.
You always talk about that one.
Yeah, that has to be the first one.
Yeah,
right?
see,
someone like right after Jesus died thought of that.
CJ goes, remember YTMND? Hell yeah, I remember
You're the man now,
YTMND.
dog.
Wait, what?
YTMND.
You're the man now, dog.
Oh yeah, you're the man now, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
That site still works. Rest in peace.
I'm trying to think of like some of the first ones I remember. Like,
You're the man now, dog.
I'm not even thinking like viral videos. I'm trying to think of like memes. Like Frankie.jpg is a classic one from way back.
Epic fail, guys. Good old standard.
Is Crazy Fraud a meme?
Yeah, sure.
That might be one of
I
the
mean, at
ones.
this point, I don't even think memes mean anything anymore.
No,
So,
people
anything could
just
be a meme.
people just call it jokes memes now.
People call human beings memes. So
You are a meme expert now,
Yeah.
so
yeah, of course, I know all the memes. I watched
You are
2
the meme.
compilations.
now you know to just look at the camera and just say run.
Just run.
I like it's funny because watching your like knowledge of memes from the beginning of a video by the end of it, because you're like you see a guy
Yeah.
because they repeat it a lot, right? Like every
Yeah,
compilation's like the same 5 or 6 memes being repeated over and
Yeah.
over again, but just in different
Yeah.
formats. So it's nice because at
Yeah.
the beginning you're like, the fuck is run, and by the end you're like run.
Run. But I mean, it doesn't take. You don't need a fucking degree in like fucking
Memology.
psychology to understand. Yeah, or memology to figure out like a guy making his eyes bug out while saying "run"
I watched a couple of that, guys.
is humorous.
Yeah, I watched a couple of that. The run one is kind of lame. I mean, it's funny when you first see it, but
Yeah,
like,
it's
people
yeah.
people are just dumb and get freaked out over nothing. But I do like the ones where he just like stares and just says like some unintelligible shit, just starts like muttering into the camera, and that was like, oh, that'd be funny.
Has there been one where they altered him so it just he says "come"? Like, I want
No,
that.
there was one really good one where he's just having a straight chat with them. He's just straight talking to this chick, and then in the middle of the conversation, just like, yeah, it's run, and then just goes right back into it. It just keeps talking, and then she's like, no, that freaked
That's
me out.
good.
No, I'm done.
Wow, she hasn't heard of memes.
No, unfortunately.
Well, I mean,
Nick sent me a Snapchat once. So the funniest one, I always crack up when I see it, is he was in the car with his mom, and she just goes, "Explain to me what are these memes? I don't understand what memes are." And you hear
Memes.
Nick just like crying, laughing, and she's like, "What? What are memes?"
memes.
Oh man.
Funny.
But anyway, yeah, Ranksters. So yeah, Gore will be doing another Ranksters soon. Then we'll be back next
Yeah.
week for sure. Dave and I stream Halo every Sunday. We missed last week. We're gonna miss this week too because happy early birthday to David's girlfriend. It's gonna be a celebratory day. So we're gonna skip this week and then we'll come back the following week. But we did finish Halo Reach. That's up on my twitch.tv/debunked if you want to watch us play through Halo Reach, get our final thoughts. Well, my thoughts have always been the same, but David's initial thoughts for the first time, first impressions. We'll talk about that again too, actually, in a second. What else am I missing? I don't like anything. Cool. All right.
That's it.
Let's talk into it, David. David, what'd you play this week?
So as you mentioned, we finished
We
up
failed Halo
We
Reach.
failed. We
Yeah, we
failed.
failed
We
Halo
failed the
Reach.
We
fight.
failed.
We
We
failed
failed.
the fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were playing Halo 5.
Oh, that Rocket says there was one of that guy where he was talking normally to this girl, and out of nowhere he moves to the camera and goes 11100000110.
All right, see, that's funny.
That's
See,
good.
that's funny. I'm glad you realized that the run bit was
Well, he does run every once in a while because that's the easy one, really quick. But I think it's funnier when you just like
Right.
have that
Well,
face and you just say
101,
like,
Well, it's not even the face; it's his bug ass eyes. It's just
Yeah.
like fucking. He bulges them out like he's Steve Buscemi. Like it's fucking creepy.
Anyway, David, we failed the fight. Talk about it.
Yeah, we failed the fight. No, so going into it, I already kind of had a feeling that Halo Reach was going to be one of my favorites just because it's one of the few that I already kind of knew a bit about. And going through it to the end finally, man, that game was just fucking solid.
Terrible.
The characters were great. The kind of whole build up, that final sequence of just survive at the end was just such a beautiful little send off. Just everything about that fucking game hits different. And yeah, easily my favorite Halo game so far now.
Hey, CJ, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that much. I took damage earlier in that fight before you did, and I had the cracked visor. I didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure if you got hit yet, but then I noticed it. Because at first, you got hit, but you didn't notice it. So you're like, oh, look, there's like unlimited ammo, I guess. It doesn't show you the ammo. I didn't want to give it away.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, oh, what? There's a cracked visor. I'm like, yeah, your visor just goes. As the more damage you take, you're just not able to see shit. But that last mission's so iconic. I think that's so awesome to just go through and just like, hey,
Really? More iconic than in Halo 5 where you just walk around and talk to people and that's the mission? What, you don't love that one?
I still don't believe that's a thing.
Don't
But
worry,
yeah.
David. Don't worry, David. In a couple games, you'll see.
Are you
All
joining
right.
for Halo 4? We're trying.
Sure.
We're at set time. I'm not sure if you can make it, but we'll talk about it if you can make it.
Sure. I'm sure I can.
Yeah, Halo 5. Just wait till you get to that epic mission where you talk to a few people, David. And
Yeah, well, the missions. There's two of them.
missions. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, 2 of the 9 missions are dedicated to walking around talking to people you don't give a fuck about.
And
so.
they're done in 20. Like not even like no, that's an exaggeration.
No, not even like 10
5
minutes. You just walk
5
back
10
and forth. Especially if you just tune it out completely. Like, it's like there's nothing to it. Like if you don't give a shit about the story, there's literally nothing. Those are 2 missions of nothing.
Oh, Halo 5.
Good game. It's a great game. It's just a solid game.
Solid game, but yeah, Reach is fucking awesome. That was the first time I went through Reach in a long time. You went through Reach not too long ago, Gore.
Yeah, last year.
I think we all agree that's one of the best Halo games. That's definitely up there.
Yeah. Right next to Spartan Assault. My favorite.
Right next to Spartan Assault. Halo 5 story, it's right up there, but I don't know about.
It's great. Yeah. Yeah, well, that has some. I don't want to spoil what happens in there, but it has some like really good moments.
I think
Like really solid genius moments.
I think
of storytelling.
Halo Reach got a bigger reaction out of the deaths. I think because it caught David off guard more than.
Yeah.
Than,
Oh yeah, there's the cat one is.
cat. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
well,
one.
that's just, exactly. 'cause,
cat
we already
got
had the
just shot right in the face. They don't even take that helmet off.
Unceremoniously too. Just
That's a
fucking
close
out
casket.
of nowhere. Mid dialogue, just fucking sniped.
Yep.
And that's a fucking Spartan too. Like that's one of your like super soldiers that's like supposed to be like all crazy.
No,
and
she
get
was
ta-
mid word too. She was just like, "Oh, we gotta get fucking done."
Yeah, that
fucking
was probably
choke
the
her ass
biggest.
out.
That was about the biggest like audible reaction I think I've heard from David thus far in the
Which
Halo
is
games.
funny because every time you get shot like that, you don't die. Why did she? Was her shield gone?
Back of the head, dude.
Oh, you don't have a shield in the back. I forgot. Every
No.
time you get shot in the back, you die instantly in
true.
Halo. I forgot. Yeah,
That's what it seems like at least.
classic. You can get shot with a bullet, but if you get hit in the back with someone's shoulder or whatever,
Yeah.
elbow or
I
elbow.
never understood that in like Call of Duty. You can
No,
take
of
like all
course
these
not. I never
bullets,
under-
but then you just
Yeah. Well, okay, Call of Duty, you take about 2 bullets before you fall down and die. It doesn't matter where they shoot you. You get shot in the fucking pinky, and it'll be like you're dead.
and
Fall on the
yeah,
ground,
and then
die.
yeah, punch him in the back, and they're like, "Ugh."
Yeah, you punch him. Well, at least they have knives in that one. In Halo, it's just literally like your elbow. It's like fucking, you're dead. That's it. You can get shot up, if you get elbowed, you're done.
I want someone's
You
like
just fall down like
I want someone's
crumpled shit.
like knowledge of how death works just to come from Halo. So that way when they're like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy, just ow, what the fuck? What was that for?
What the fuck?
Um
It's just like give him the old elbow.
give him the old 1-2. Dave, what else did you play?
Played a tiny bit more Yakuza 3 Remastered. Still enjoying that. It's a little bit more streamlined compared to some of the others, which I mean, it's fine. But definitely I can tell where the quality gap is. 0, 1, 2, Kiwami on 1 and 2. Definitely all kind of designed and redesigned with the same kind of flow and style in mind. Going to 3, where it's just like, no, this is literally just 3 with a little bit of HD touch up, is like, all right. So this is definitely, and granted, from what I've seen online, 3 is already the weaker one in the series, anyways. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely gonna be the one that has the most age to it now, right?
yeah, 3,
Yeah,
4, and
'cause
5 will have the most age.
It's the oldest one that has an actual remaster.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, no, it never will. I mean, what's the point?
No, I mean,
Nobody
especially with
nobody gives
people-
a shit about these games, so that's no point.
Right, David?
Nobody likes them, right?
True.
They should
I
remake
mean,
Dead
legitimately,
Skulls.
most people just are like, play 0, 1, 2.
Don't
and then
agree
play
with me.
5.
I'm trying to
But,
hurt your soul. Don't agree with
Yeah,
His dead
soul's
soul.
already damaged and destroyed.
me. Dead Souls, yeah.
Dead
What came
Soul.
first, Dead Souls or Dark Souls?
No one knows.
Can something be the Dead Souls of video games?
Maybe.
All right, everything's the Dark Souls video games.
Dead souls. All right.
Because Dark Souls isn't a fucking video game already.
What else, David?
And the only other thing I've been playing up to this point is I started Doom Eternal. And man, going from fucking Halo, which is the only shooter I've consistently been playing up to this point,
Yes,
to
night and
fucking
day.
Doom Eternal, a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
They may
Oh,
they
yeah,
may
yeah.
the Spartans may kind of like Spartans may resemble Doom Guy a little bit just in terms of armor, but the
Yeah,
styles
yeah.
styles
Yeah,
are
my
just-
ass. Resemble my ass.
When you got green dudes in green armor running around like that.
Fuck, Master Chief just straight up stole Doom.
Oh well,
Guy's
that's what I'm saying. Well, but I'm saying is
No,
that I'm saying gameplay wise though they could
copyright.
it couldn't be more.
Oh
perfect.
yeah. Doom Guy's just like, what? Fuck out of here. Like everybody's like, Master Chief versus Doom Slayer. Who's gonna win? I'm like, fuck you. Doom Slayer crashes through planets. Like I don't want to hear it. Doom Slayer pick that motherfucker up like Batman, break him on his goddamn knee. Yeah.
Doom Guy.
Doom
But,
Guy's
yeah, no.
Doom Guy, Doom Slayer, whatever you call him. He's amazing.
Doom Guy's better name. Even
I
though
agree.
Doom Slayer's
Doom
more
Guy,
badass, I
should
just like
be
Doom
the
Guy.
Doom Slayer's more bad. I
Well,
mean, Doom Slayer. I got
Yeah,
on
well,
my shirt
Doom,
right
it's
here.
because Doom Slayer's more badass, but Doom Guy feels like I don't give a
Doom
fuck.
Guy's
more.
OG.
Yeah, but it's more I don't give a fuck, which fits Doom Guy
Yeah.
more.
Doom Guy. He's the guy. He's the guy.
But yeah, no. So going to Doom Eternal after a lot of consecutive Halo, it has been wild to get used to because goddamn, it's so much faster. Just
Oh, yeah.
absolute fucking speed, and especially where playing on controller, then going back to playing on keyboard and mouse the way fucking God intended. It's taking me a little bit to readjust to the controls of an FPS, especially at the speed of Doom. But man, already I am fucking loving this game. I'm like an hour and a half in. Just the music is so fucking tight and crisp. The goddamn
tight.
controls, once I got used to them again, are fantastic. I love the speed of it. The difficulty, I'm playing on not like normal, the one step up,
Yeah.
feels perfect. It's constantly intense. I'm constantly having to fight, and it feels like a struggle, but it never feels like an unfair struggle. It's just, it's fucking brilliant. I love the balancing. I love the return to form on the designs of the enemies.
Yeah.
The only thing that I feel is a little bit on the weaker side is that I kind of mentioned this with Doom 2016, is there's still no real good satisfying melee only option, just because it's one of those things that going through and just kind of punching enemies, even just the weak little fucking soulless husks there, your punch does like virtually nothing. So when I want to actually save on my ammo a little bit, it's like, all right, well, I got to take like 8 fucking punches to finally get you to where I can just kill you with the melee anyways. So you're almost feeling like you're having to constantly use ammo, even on just the fodder a bit.
Right.
CJ
Okay.
CJ goes, amazing game. I need Visine playing Doom Eternal, and also get ready to fight the Marauder.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
excited.
get your ass ready for him. One thing I do want to say about the stupid shit you just said. No, I'm just kidding. No, the melee is a good point. The one thing I want to add to that though is that I don't understand why they took away the regular pistol from Doom 2016, which
Oh,
is
do you
your
not get
only
that
gun
back
that
at some point?
you don't have any pistol in Doom Eternal. Instead they give you a nice Predator cannon on your shoulder. So there you go. And I don't know if did you get that yet?
No, not yet. I've been trying
You
to
get
run around and find all the secrets before continuing on to each level.
okay. I mean, you get an upgrade to it at least. I think that's in the second level, third maybe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The pistol. I mean, it makes sense. They want you to really balance ammo and health and shield and all that stuff. So they really want it to be hard, and they want you to at times not have any fucking ammo at all, so you're just fucked. Like you have to really conserve your ammo. If you don't, then
Do you feel like that's
you're
a
gonna die.
fault?
A couple of times I just had no. If that's on you. You should at a certain point you should learn to conserve, not just conserve ammo, but make sure that you create your own ammo. You should keep your chainsaw there. The chainsaw is there for because you refill the chainsaw to at least one point, so you can use it to kill the smaller enemies. You keep the smaller enemies alive, the ones that don't do shit. You keep them alive for the most of the time, so you can use them as your ammo refills.
Yeah.
Or if you want a little health or shield or whatever. To get armor, I think you have to put them on fire to get the armor and stuff. It's like it's a lot of balancing. What do you smile at, fucker?
Blake is spamming cheers right now, saying Five Guys for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
But
Five
no,
Guys.
that's one of those things that like I've kind of gone about it a slightly different way. I don't know if it's just because of the difficulty, but I've been just kind of stockpiling the fuel for the chainsaw and just using it on the bigger
Yeah.
targets right away, and then
Yeah,
getting
sure.
my ammo and using it on the more fledgling ones. Just because, especially with man, it's gonna take me a while to re-remember the names, but the fucking arachnoids,
Yeah.
they are
No,
especially on
they're
slightly.
fucking annoying.
They're absolutely they fucking dodge everything. Trying to get their cannon out with a clean shot is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And
There's an upgrade you
base
get later that makes it when you're jumping and you're aiming down, it slows. It becomes slow motion pretty much when you're using the and that's necessary to fight those
gotcha.
fucking dudes because they fucking move around, they skitter around all the time. It's annoying. Anyway, what now?
No, and then CJ goes, I think the idea they wanted was for you to utilize the glory kills and map out your attack.
Yeah, the glory kills too. Yeah, for sure. I think the glory kills aren't as useful this time. I mean, they are, but I feel like the chainsaw takes more precedent over that because the glory kills don't give you that much extra stuff. I forgot what it gives you. I think it gives you
It's just
mostly
healing,
health.
I think, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
That's what I thought. But like if you use chainsaw, you get like a bunch of everything, really. And in this game, they give you like the chainsaw. It's not infinite. You have to still wait until it recharges if you're down all the way to zero. But in
Yeah.
the previous game, if you just didn't have the chainsaw, you had to find ammo or fuel.
I know that was the biggest thing that everyone kind of had to overcome was a different change of how that was from Doom 2016 to this one.
I did too. Which is fine. I wish they released a demo for that game. I feel like a demo would have been really nice just to really get you
Or at least give everyone
into
a
the
forewarning a
differences.
little bit, even just in developer interviews or something. But
Yeah, sure.
so
I mean, they kind of every time they showed it, they made it seem like they kept saying this is a way more frantic game. Like it's way more hardcore. They've said than the last game,
that's
which I was like, all right, yeah. Way more demons, way more powerful weapons. Like you get shit in this game that's like, whew.
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but there's some
Yeah,
good ass weapons you
I'm
get.
hoping that upgrade comes soon. I really want to play it.
Just play it. What the fuck? Who cares? The upgrade's not gonna blow your dick off. It's not. Like
and
almost no upgrade has blown my
then
balls
they
right off
announce
my
it
ass.
off. That's in the trailer. It blows your dick off.
It blows your dick off.
Um,
I play that shit on fucking Switch if I had to. I don't care.
I did mess around with it a little on Switch and it was pretty cool.
What Doom Eternal?
Yeah, my buddy had it and he wanted to show me it.
Okay.
Um, The it's interesting because like yeah no I get that I'm not gonna have an issue with it personally, but it's interesting hearing the different play style of it. Because I know Doom 2016 was very much just pew 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 constantly. Just you're always shooting. Even if you got swept to that pistol for a little bit, that's fine. You're just pretty much always holding that trigger down shooting. So it'll be interesting, different change of pace. Not an issue for me honestly though.
Hell yeah.
Anything else,
Hell
David?
yeah.
Nope, that's what I've been playing lately.
Or
All right. I've been playing more Pokemon Sword.
who do you
More
hate most now?
more dumbass looking fucking Pokemon throughout that. They fucked with Meowth. I don't know why they changed what Meowth looked like, but now he looks like a fucking idiot.
I like the Galarian Meowth, especially
course you do.
the
Of course you do.
Berserker.
Of course, you do.
Berserker is great.
I don't know. Right now I'm going to tell you right here, the majority of my party is first gen Pokemon. So I have Butterfree, I have Machop, I got Oddish. I went that far. I just put Oddish in my group. I would never put Oddish in my group, but I was like, you know what? Fine.
Usually,
I got Shelder. Shelder? Is that his name?
Yeah.
And then I got who else? I found a Pikachu. And I was like, oh shit! It was like a level 16 Pikachu, and my character was 20. My
Yeah.
where the fuck the water starter guy is? He leveled up. Yeah, well, his name's Sploosh, so I don't remember his name.
Sploosh.
Well, he's not Sobble
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
He's whatever the next one is.
The lame looking one.
See, that's my problem later on
Yeah,
when
the
these
emo teen.
when these Pokemon show up in like trailers in the future. I'm gonna get their names so wrong, and people are gonna be pissed. Because I got fucking what's his name wrong in that Pokemon Snap trailer. Who's the evolution of Bayleaf?
Mega Leon.
I'm surprised they even remember Bayleaf, to be honest. Like even the name Bayleaf.
Yeah, it's like Magdolion.
I call them Bayleaf. I call them Bayleaf when it's not.
Oh, you fucking
Mega
idiot.
Over. Yeah, wow, we got this kid's game, the creature in a kid's game wrong.
That came out like how many years ago?
Yeah, it came out like 15 years ago. Went way longer actually. That was Silver, right?
Yeah, Gold.
Yeah, Silver.
Yeah, because Chikorita and then
Chikorita,
Bayleaf,
Bayleaf, and
he was the least memorable one. To be fair,
all the grass stars usually
as I proved because I remember
I will
Chikorita
fight
and
with
Bayleaf.
that nerd because I always use grass.
Yeah,
stars
but I mean they're the
aside
least
from
popular.
I do. They are the least popular. That's why you don't have them anymore, right? Not a single one. No more grass.
Also,
Grass
CJ
stars
said
are
he's
gone.
curious to hear our favorite levels once we all finish Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah. Well, I can already tell you my favorite one, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I could just say it involves. I'm gonna try to think of a way to not
Dank
spoil it.
memes.
I'm trying to. Yeah, it's
Called
dank.
death.
There's a big guy.
Oh, Doom guy. There we go.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I might know.
There's
I
a big-
had one of the
there's a-
bosses for the spoiled for me, so I think I might know which one.
Well, to be fair, they straight up spoiled it in the trailer. Like, it's
Me-
just kind of annoying.
Meganium.
Sure.
Meganium.
I know it's like
Okay.
it's like mega something.
One of Green Supervisors. One of my gripes with Doom Eternal is when clearing a rumor area full of enemies, it's overwhelming how many enemies you have to kill that it becomes more of a chore than actually fun. But that's just me.
I mean, I guess that I felt that with the little bit of the DLC I played. In the DLC I played, I haven't played Doom Eternal at that point for like 5-6 months. So it was just like when I played that, I was like, whoa, these encounters are going on for a long fucking time. Which is fine with me because the gameplay's so good. I feel like they could condense them a little bit, but I didn't really feel that in the normal Doom Eternal. So I don't know. I felt it in the DLC though. Just the hour I played at the DLC.
Let's see. If I was
From
asking you to finish
what
or
I've
not.
played so far, it's one of those things that I feel the game is frenetic enough that I don't notice the time passing. It's not until I go to save and kind of quit out that I'm like, oh, okay, shit, that's how much time I put into it. It feels daunting, but it never feels exhaustive.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand if you like Doom 2016 more. I'm almost there. Like, I think I might like Doom 2016 just more because of how surprising it was. And also,
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
it came out at the right time too. It's just
It-
like at the same time as Overwatch. I'm like, it's like a completely different game.
That was wild. I remember when people first talked about like Doom just came in and swung its dick around and said, "Hey, I'm still a thing, bitches."
Yeah, IGN didn't like it though. I remember that. IGN gave it like a 7 out of 10. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
7 out of 10 my ass.
There's always the outlier. So more dumbass Pokemon, you said. All right. Anything else, Gore?
My Discord's frozen, by the way.
Oh, that's why.
Jesus, are you kidding? Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, it was fucking frozen for like 30 seconds. Anyway,
I asked,
what was I saying?
I said more dumbass Pokemon. You just took a swig, then you took another swig, and just sat there. Thought you were doing a bit.
I mean, no, but that's probably what I've done. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why it's just mostly.
Any new Pokemon? What do you mean any new Pokemon? Here,
All right.
hold on. Here, hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it out. Let me show you. Oh, actually, shit, I don't have it loaded up. That's right. I was playing Stardew.
That's fine.
That's fine. I want to. Well, while I do this, let me talk about the other game I played. The actual game I played. Because Pokemon, I'm like maybe 7-8 hours in. I finished Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, you love it.
55 hours of that game. And I'm gonna go for probably completionist, which isn't hard really. It's
I
just
heard
find all the shit.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Sony fucking exclusives. All you have to do is just like, I just play, do all the extra shit.
Said Spider-Man, Miles Morales was like, "Hey, play it again."
No, well, Miles Morales is like, yeah, you have to play it again, but like, I mean, that's better than play it on hard difficulty while you have no hands and you can only use the knife. I'm like, all right, it's like, fuck. This is like, I hate achievements like that. I'm just like, I mean, I'm not proving anything. I just feel like an asshole trying to even get this.
I'm 50-50 on whether or not I want to play Ghost of Tsushima or 13 Sentinels next.
Where do you go to see all your Pokemon? I'll go to the Pokédex. Here we go. That makes it much easier for me, actually. Okay. We got some dumbass Pokemon. I would like to give a shout out to. All right, here we go. I want to give a shout out to Blipbug. This fucking nightmare right here. That thing's fucking stupid. Here's his evolution, which is equally stupid. Right there, he's just a shiny fucking hexagon. I don't know what this is. I don't even remember this thing. Grubbin?
Yeah, he's just grubbin.
That thing's fucking stupid. I'm gonna give credit. I do like the evolution of Rookie D. I don't know what the Rookie D. Rookie D. This is Rookie D. Rookie D.
Yeah, the bird. The bird.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I don't like this.
No,
but I do like this.
Chill.
I like this though. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, no, I went down twice.
The question mark.
What the fuck? The fuck? I do like that.
Oh,
though.
wait till you see his next evolution though. His next one's fucking
His
amazing.
final evolution.
I'm gonna probably stop playing the game. This thing is fucking just a goddamn chipmunk.
Yeah, with big old cheeks.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, easily impressed.
You sound like Kyle. You sound like Kyle when it comes to this.
Here's the dumbass sheep that everybody just loves.
Yeah, Wooloo's
fucking great.
Oh my god, it's a sheep. It's so cute. I forgive the bad design and the generic bullshit and the fucking having to wait for finally a new Pokemon console game. I'll forgive anything. Oh, a sheep. That's fine. It's great. I love it.
Say I forgive the fucking game.
Yeah,
That's why I'm never playing a fucking Pokemon game going forward. It's like
literal acorn.
It's been around since Gen 2.
I don't give a fuck.
Actually, no, Gen 3 I think is when
this fucking thing looks like an idiot. He looks like he looks like how I thought David looked last week when he was fucking when he was defending a sheep as a fucking Pokemon. There you go.
I feel like that one was so dumb looking you would have liked it though.
I do like this dog. He looks dumb as hell. I like him.
Yeah, Yamper. He's great.
Yeah, it's Yamper, first of all. But all right. Get it the fuck right. This is just let's see. Any more? This one's okay, even though it's just a Pikachu ripoff, obviously. They're trying to capture that. This is just a fucking berry. All right. What was like the designers of these Pokemon just like eating food and fucking looking at things in their house, or like, they went to their farm and saw a sheep and they're like, ooh, there's one that isn't there one that's just a goat? Hold on. Or it's like no, it's a horse. It's just a horse. Let me see. And it's not ponytail, which is cool. It has like the flames for the mane and stuff.
Well, there's
It's
a couple.
literally.
Because
It's
there's also like a giraffe rig, which is like a horse giraffe.
hold on. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This fucking bro. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's a donkey. Excuse me. It has a hair. It has a fucking Mandark haircut. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on now. The fuck out of here. Don't defend this shit. Eat my ass. This is like that's more inventive. It's a stuffed bear thing. I'm assuming. I can only assume because his name is Stuffle, so he's a stuffed bear. That's his name. Fucking genius names, by the way. Ooh, God.
He's drooling and he's so upset.
Oh, this is the fucking dumbest shit. 2 gears.
Magnemite.
It's Magnemite 2.
Whoa, Magnemite 2. Let's think. We had Magnemite, which was actually a cool design. How about we just put 2 eyes on a fucking gear? Wow.
Sorry, no. I will never let that slide. Gen 1 had some stupid ass fucking design.
That was Gen 1,
people fucking forgave it because they were kids.
Years
and
ago.
held on to a fucking nostalgia boner for it.
This is 20 fucking 19. I'm saying 2019 because that's when the game came out. Fucking come on now. I got my fucking cord stuck. Fuck you. Anyway. No, that's bullshit because that was fucking on a Game Boy, okay? That was the first game. It was like, oh, let's do like something where you collect monsters. We don't need to go crazy with it. And it still had better designs than fucking... It looks like some shit you'd see in No Man's Sky. It's just like cobbled together from parts. It's like, look at this stupid fucking thing. What am I... How does it even move? What does it do? What is its purpose?
It's a grass. It does grass things.
It does grass things. Look at this big ass head. How does it even walk around without falling?
Carefully.
It looks like I want to pop it and see what's inside. Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima is amazing, but I'll talk about it more next week. See, great design right here. So good. Look at that guy.
It's a dude with fucking basically braids in its hair.
No, that's not braids. You're dumb. See, you're stupid. He doesn't have a penis. Magikarp, fish, but still a better design than fucking anything in this new fucking Pokemon. And you know I'm right. Don't even. Look at Shelter. Look how cool he is. He got his tongue out. He's like, that guy's great.
What's up with Gen 1 and tongues?
Fucking, they fucking give. You know what I mean? Diglett. Amazing. It's literally a penis coming out of the ground, but I love it.
It's a turd.
I ain't a turd. What turds have you had that are that smooth?
You don't know me.
Timber. This guy sucks. I hate him.
Look at him. He's carrying around wood.
Yeah, I don't mind him actually. This one. I can't with this one. They came up with a new character you'll see all the time in the caves, and they were like, oh, we need to replace him. We need to replace Zubat. Oh, how about fucking Woobat? Name's motherfucking Woobat. Why
That's
is
a
he
great name? Woobat.
That's a fucking dumb name. Get the hell out of here.
Wooloo,
Are you kidding me?
Woobat.
No, I'm with Chris on that one. I do prefer fucking Zubat.
Yeah, even he's the guy that's wrong all the time. He agrees. But look at how stupid he looks. What is he supposed to be? What is his purpose?
We'll give Gore a Pokemon.
Onyx. Hell yeah! Now that's a good ass Pokemon. Look at that. It's a snake made out of rocks, except he's like also like balls, and he has like a big ass fucking horn on his head. That's a good Pokemon. This is the Meowth, by the way. What is that?
Yeah, look at it. Dude.
I love
That's horrible. When I saw this Pokemon, I was like, "Oh, cool, new Pokemon." I was like, and it said Meowth. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not my Meowth. I didn't even. Did you notice the Pokeball symbol that isn't like colored in? It's because I didn't catch him.
He said
yeah, but its evolution Berserker is so fucking great.
I don't give a shit. I don't want his ass. Actually, I did catch him. I don't know what I'm talking about. Here's Pikachu, by the way. I didn't catch him. I'm real upset about it. I was gonna say why earlier, but I think you're getting interrupted. No, it's because he showed up and I was like, oh, cool. He was 16 and I was 20, which sounds weird. Context, but,
all right, somebody clip that.
Yeah, somebody clip that. It was weird. He was 16, I was 20.
That was good. Gore canceled.
We have a couple things in chat right now. CJ has a comment I'll go back to when we get back to Ghost of Tsushima. But Green Superfly says Gore should just do a top 10 worst looking Pokemon in Sword and Shield.
What the fuck is that? Really? Come on.
Yeah, that was in like Gen 5, I think.
Well, all these
Gore, you
gens
need to
suck.
go. Oh, you should do like a live ranksters where
Of
you
just
go
all the
all
Pokemon
the
designs?
Pokemon, just every single
Sure.
one. But like you scroll through
Every
them right
single
there.
one, I would probably do just Sword because I
No,
don't
but you
want to be there
because you
forever.
could scroll through that. You go, all right, that one looks dumb. That one's dumb.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
I just-
legitimate. Like 1,000 fucking Pokemon.
The only problem I'd have is that the pictures would be so small that I wouldn't be able to exactly see what they are because Tier Maker doesn't make it so that
Yeah.
you can see.
We have to see it
But
the proper
we'll-
way. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Anyway.
Going back to Ghost Shima,
Anyway.
CJ goes, "Oh my god, that game beautiful! It's like a moving Japanese Bob Ross."
Oh
painting."
yeah, it's so good. And play it on PS5 if you have it. If you don't, but no, if you do, play it on there because that 60 frames is nice.
That's bullshit. That you just laugh at people when you didn't. You couldn't get it yourself until I had to get it for you.
I got it. I got 2 of them too. So fuck you. You would have got that second extra one if it didn't go to me. So you're welcome.
I had 3 others.
Yeah, you paid for them though. You wouldn't have got that free one. Is what I'm saying.
You mean David?
You know that's definitely no, but you got the money for it. I didn't get shit yet for it, so still gonna throw some shade at David a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, Ghost Shima, you love it.
yeah, I love it. Anyway,
You'll talk more
moving
about
on.
it next week.
Yes,
Imagine.
that's why I didn't say anything else. I'm definitely going to be talking about Pokemon Sword at the game of the
Awards.
year shit. The Game Awards, even though it didn't come out last year. But even if it did, I would not be talking about it there.
All right.
So.
I don't really play that much. I think I play more Overwatch and a little bit more Hades.
All right, good.
Thought I booted up a new game, but I don't know. All right, whatever.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
I've
what I
not.
did.
I've been working, and then if I have a little bit of time, I'm like, all right, I'll get a couple Overwatch games, and then I gotta go back to whatever I'm doing. David, what'd you get this week?
Nothing.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
waiting on a lot of shit to come in.
Gore, what'd you get this week?
All right, so I picked this up. It was $15 at. Was it 15? Yeah, it was $15 at Best Buy a few weeks ago, and I ordered it, and it finally got here. Hover on the Switch. So
Isn't that the game that I
got
keep
that.
telling you to get?
Yeah,
Hell
but I'm probably not gonna open it, so don't. I have a feeling
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna
not a
be.
great game.
I have a feeling it's gonna be hard to
Alright.
find in the future.
For
I
Hover?
think that's gonna be hard. I have a feeling that's gonna be hard to
Was
find in
that
the
cheap
future.
or what was it? What was the deal with that?
I don't know.
You just bought Hover for no reason?
No, I just told you my reason. I have a feeling it's gonna be worth something in the future. Yeah, you just gotta trust your feelings sometimes, all right?
I trusted
Don't worry
you
about it.
with Terminator.
I never said it was gonna be worth a lot. I said it was worth something at the time. You should have sold it when you got it. That's not my fault. It was worth a lot at the time, but you waited, so
Hashtag blame.
not my fault. I didn't say, oh, in a year it's gonna be worth like $1,000. So hey, that's all you, my guy. Anyway, I picked up Tenet. I just got the regular one because I didn't like the Steelbook anyway. It was also on sale, so the Steelbook looks kind of cruddy. So I was just like, eh. I also got a nice little GameCube lot here. Just not too many games, but not bad. I got Sonic Riders. That's complete.
Hell yeah.
Whoever had these also did a good job keeping them nice and fresh for me. This Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 limited edition preview disc. I used to have this when I was a kid. This game's not the best, but it's cool to own that. So thank you. And this one, I saw this and immediately I was like, "Oh, I know this one's fucking rare." I got Mortal Kombat Deception on GameCube. That's like a $60
Ooh.
game right now.
Yeah, it's one of the
Speaking of
ones.
which, out of curiosity, have you looked into the GC loader at all?
Are you talking to me or him?
You. 'Cause I'm
Me?
sure
I don't do
Adrian.
that shit. No. What is it? Is that the thing we can play Mario Party with?
No, GC loader is a SD card kit, so that way you can go ahead and put an SD card into your GameCube and just play your games off SD cards.
That sounds illegal.
No, perfectly legal.
It's not. Then I'll do it. All right. I think maybe that sounds cute. I just I have like 3 GameCubes. I should and I have a bunch of games.
I mean, if you got the spare GameCubes, fuck it. Go ahead, slap it in one of them, call it a day.
Yeah, I might. I have 3 working GameCubes. I don't even know why I have those. Last thing I got, just real quick. I picked up this. It's not exactly a lot. It's a DS and 2 games. But it's this nice little. Speaking of Pokemon, look at this. It's got those 2 on it.
Now, what's her name?
Jeremiah and Francisco.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
Jeremiah and Francisco.
nailed it.
I don't even know what fucking game it's from, but I
That's
like
fourth
playing.
gen.
Yeah, 4th gen doesn't answer
Diamond
my
and
question.
Pearl.
Thank
Yeah, Diamond.
Yeah,
and Pearl.
I know. I was talking
and
to David.
are,
Oh, you mean? Are we gonna talk about a bullshit later? Do we have a bullshit
do we have a
involving
bullshit?
involving Pokemon Diamond?
Oh, is that one of the things that was? I thought I saw something.
I mean,
like
it's
a rumor
always
of it.
murmured that the next one is going to be a Diamond.
Yeah,
Pearl.
but now the rumors are back,
Oh, is it Nintendo?
and and honestly, I could see it happening this year, if any.
Well, because they were going into a pattern where we would get a mainline entry, an expansion, and then a remake after a while, and then next up due was 4th gen.
I also got that.
There you go. Oh yeah. White
Good
2,
shit.
baby.
Yep.
I got black too.
You got blacked too.
Jesus Christ.
I bet you did. Anyway, I got and I also got I Spy Universe. There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's a keeper. But that's it. That's it. Move on.
Let's see. Digitally, I bought
Nothing.
Super Brothers. I bought Raging Loop. I bought Grandia HD collection. That's on sale right now for $20.
Yeah.
I didn't really get that much. I got this in the mail finally. I seen you watch the first one. I don't know why I grabbed this, but I wanted to. Was that In Search of Darkness Part 2?
Yeah.
Stripe goes, what's up? What's the topic? We're finishing up what we got, then we're doing trivia in a second. Super short trivia, and then we got a lot of news to talk about. Also got another Kickstarter. Got Salt and Bones.
Also, as an aside, I'm actually gonna definitely hold on to the Grandia HD collection I got the other day. Just because apparently from what people were saying, the one upside to it is even though Grandia 1 runs like shit compared to the Saturn version, Grandia 2 works a lot better than the PlayStation 2 version, so I'm probably gonna keep it for that reason.
Hell yeah.
Why? Were you gonna sell it?
He was thinking about selling it.
Well, I was thinking about just getting the Dreamcast because the Saturn version just got a English fan sub, so I was gonna go ahead just play the Saturn version with the fan sub and then just track down a PS2 copy. But I didn't remember. Granted, I was younger, a lot when I first played it, but I didn't remember the second game playing like shit. But a lot of people are like, yeah, no, actually, if you compare it side by side, the second game does run a lot better on the HD remake.
Cool. Speaking of going back to Christmas time, I know Gore got a little upset that his Christmas gift was a ad. So currently in the mail right now is Gore box number 4 that got shipped out.
Oh, oh boy!
That gonna have to slow down.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Gonna have to slow down Gore box. That
It's a Martin Luther King Day miracle.
that costs $45 to ship.
Wow. You spent a lot.
That's a heavy boy.
Yeah, it's not even that heavy. I think it's because I'm not using the fucking the.
I sent David a PS5 with signature or whatever, not signature, but like a. No, I think signature. Did you have to put a signature?
I didn't have to sign it.
I forgot what I put. I put like insurance, I think. And it was less than 40. So
I don't know what.
And a PS5 is like fucking 300
No,
pounds,
that one
right?
definitely weighed more. I don't know what it was with it. I guess I don't know. I might have just picked the wrong one. Either way, it gets there next Thursday, so I expect a reaction.
Nah.
It's.
I'm just gonna open it and dump it right in a trash can.
It's probably no. It's got a lot more decent stuff in it. It's because
I'm just kidding.
Since I'm moving now, I was like, all right, here's one of my moving boxes. I'm just gonna throw everything that I don't want in this box, and goes to Gore.
Yeah,
there's some good stuff in there.
Oh boy, you made it sound really good.
There's some
I'm excited.
stuff that I don't want that I would prefer to keep, but it's like
$45 though, Jesus.
Yeah, I was, but like he already printed out. I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. I could have sworn it said 25 on the fucking thing, but it might have like I think it's
He ripped your ass off.
I think well, it's because I'm not using it's probably because the dimensions. I think it's because it's like an actual like box like this big, like in a weird like square almost, not like a proper one that would fit, like a Tetris wise, you know. So I think next time I do send something, I'll just grab one of those priority mail boxes and just shove it all in there.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned for that, Gore. That'll be your
Hell
Christmas
yeah.
gift.
I'm excited. These boxes are fun. It makes me feel good about my life for once.
I'm almost done with yours for me because I've been working on one for a while now.
Too many boxes.
they've been getting progressively better though, right? Remember the first?
I don't mind. Well, Sigma. Was
Yeah, the first
Sigma.
Sigma
Here's a receipt. Here's a gas station. Here's a napkin. A used one. Here's a Carl's Jr. fucking like menu or something. I'm like, what the fuck?
So anyone out there doesn't know, our friend Sigma started this tradition that we now have started adopting all universally, where he would send Gore boxes. And they'd have maybe like one decent thing in it.
Hey, I got a Stone Cold Steve Austin hat from him.
Yeah, so like
good.
it has like one. It's like almost like the proper loot boxes where they come with one good thing and everything else is just shit.
Yeah, everything else is shit and worth nothing.
Yeah, so literally Sigma just started sending him like used receipts from like Carl's Jr. or something that he'd go to. And just like used napkins and stuff. And so me and Kyle started doing that too, where we just. It's a box. I remember the first Gore box was literally a box that sat in the corner of my room, and just for like a year and a half, I kept hyping it up to Gore. I'm like, "Hey, that box is getting filled up finally!" And I literally just throw stuff in the box. What is this? I just throw it in there. Sometimes I come home from like grabbing food. I'm like, "Oh, I got a receipt to throw away. Oh, the trash is over there, or the box is right here. Whatever. Let's put it in the box."
Half-eaten slice of pizza, granola bar. Dead bird.
Yeah, but so our tradition now is we just send the Gore box as we all dub it, or the Gore crate, I think too.
Great Gore box.
Yeah, Gore box. Yeah. I put Gore box number 4 on it. I'm sure people are gonna think, what the fuck is a Gore box?
Yeah, Gore box, Gore crate, whichever. I don't know.
How does one send a Gore crate? Oh, Gore, you should open a PO box and people just send you Gore boxes.
Use tampon. Yeah.
I think you should do that. I think like once a month, once a year, you should just like every like first like in June or something, just say, hey, here's my PO box. If you want to send me Gore boxes, I'll react to them live.
I'll open
all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah, it'll be just like those fake ass dark web fucking unboxing videos.
Yeah,
except it's real.
There's anthrax.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's this white powder? Ooh.
Yeah, the Gore's first reaction to seeing powders. Ooh.
Yeah, just immediately spray in my face.
No, there's some decent stuff in there.
Yeah.
Hey, the low price of your Christmas gift, so that's what it is.
I was just joking about the Christmas gift.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking
I had a box that was sitting there. Actually, that was a box originally, and then it quickly overflowed that box. And I was like, all right, I'll just use one of the moving boxes to fill it up. And it almost overflowed that too, but I'm like, I'm not paying anything else. That's it. I'll throw the rest of it actually away.
So my two gifts are advertisement and trash.
Yeah. Well, this is the last Gore box for a while though, because now I'm purging.
Right. That's fair. That's fine. I didn't get them anything, so
he didn't give me.
What they get is my present.
Hey, I spent like $65 on you for Christmas.
Hey, you know what? I spent around 600 hours doing this podcast the last year, so you know what?
You still have my Destiny shield, don't you?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
I need to get that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted something smaller, that would be
how big? Show me.
You would have got it by now. Fucking huge.
Show me on the podcast eventually. I want to see actually how big it is properly.
Closet. I'll have to dig in there.
Maybe on the podcast. Show me.
Look up a picture. Look up an unboxing. It's fucking big.
Is it like the Captain America shield?
Yeah, it's probably the same size. I'd say. Maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know how big is the Captain America.
That shouldn't cost that much to ship, shouldn't it?
It'll probably cost the same amount as the fucking PS5, so like $30-$40 probably. But that's not the problem. It's just that finding a box to put it
Yeah.
in.
I'm wondering if you could just ship it as is.
I can. I could totally do that, but I didn't know if you wanted me to
I
do
don't
that.
give
so
a
I never.
fuck. Do it.
Okay. Well.
Whatever. If anyone wants that Destiny shield that bad and they want to take it from me, fuck it.
No, that's, yeah. Just come over. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I almost did.
It's,
All
I'll
right.
give him the $20 back, I guess.
Trivia. Both you guys are staying for this. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not leaving anyway.
This one super quick one. I want to do it in honor of that Resident Evil showcase. Send me in chats, guys. How many Resident Evil games are there total released ever? And I use this from Wikipedia. If the number's wrong, blame Wikipedia.
Okay.
Oh, crap. So
I'll
does
give you
it
guys.
look like
I'll
it's
give you guys
counting
about a solid.
ports or just
I'll give you guys like a solid minute to rummage around your head.
All right.
I'll put the timer up there, and then I want the. I'll just make an actual audible timer, so I'll have to hold it up.
All right. Can I use a calculator?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
50
I'm
seconds.
gonna go by sub series so I don't get confused. That. Every Resident Evil game, right?
Yeah, this is like
so it's also counting like slightly
Outbreak
tweaked
number
ports, then.
2.
Yeah. Don't worry. I was already thinking about that anyway. I immediately think of Outbreak anyway. Usually.
30 seconds. How many Resident Evil games have been released?
It doesn't count ports, right?
No, I'll give you guys another minute, by the way. That was fast.
Yeah.
1 minute, 30 seconds I'm going to add on there.
Ooh, buddy.
Good.
So no ports, right?
No, like Resident Evil 4 doesn't count like 5 times because of how many times it's Resident Evil 4.
Okay. And like the GameCube versions of Resident Evil 2 and 3, that don't count, right? Because that ain't shit.
Well,
That
those
better
are
not fuck-
remakes.
Those
so
are not
technically they
fucking
should.
remakes. Those are not remakes. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
50 seconds.
Those are not remakes. Just because they added the backgrounds look a little bit better. I don't fucking make it.
All right,
remake.
fine. They're remasters then. Fine.
Sure, fine. And even that's cutting it a little bit much. All right, I think I'm good.
David has his answer submitted.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah, so
I didn't know.
whenever you're good, yeah, send me.
I could say it, I guess, if you already put his.
That's true. All right.
All right,
So,
I got mine.
Gore,
I 26.
David,
I put 19.
and the answer is 26.
Damn.
God damn!
All right.
Because I was going by, because I did the math. I was like 8 games, obviously, because we're at 8. And then the 2 Outbreak games, and then 2 Gun Survivor games. Then you got.
Fuck! There was 2 Gun Survivors.
Yeah, let me read all of them they have on here. Maybe they missed one or.
Oh, and I know I forgot
the 2 remakes, the 2 fucking the Wii shooters. Because those would count.
Yeah.
I counted the DS game for Resident Evil 1 because I didn't know if that was gonna be weird because it has like a subtitle and even though it's just a port, it's like.
You want me to read them?
Good? Sure, go ahead.
Resident Evil 2,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Resident Evil Survivor, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica, Resident Evil Gaiden, Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Dead Aim. I'm just gonna say Outbreak, Outbreak File number 2, Resident Evil 4, The Umbrella Chronicles, 5, The Dark Side Chronicles, Mercenaries 3D, Revelations, Operation Raccoon City, 6, Revelations 2, Umbrella Corps, 7, 2 remake, 3 remake, and then an accounted village.
Yeah,
So,
I would
I
count.
forgot about some of those shit ass fucking games. God damn.
Yeah, Revelations is another one. Yeah, yeah. The only one I actually forgot there was Zero. For some reason, I wasn't thinking because I was just like the 8 games, the 8 numbered games, no other numbered game. It's just like,
-1.
oh
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put Gaiden on that list, but
yeah, I put Gaiden on there.
No, they did say
That's how I
Gaiden.
got the. You say Gaiden?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Did they say I guess I got 26 because I put the Resident Evil DS game.
Yeah, you put the DS game, but they put. Did you put? Oh, you didn't put 0. You said yeah.
That's why I got 26 because I put the DS
Nah,
game.
you
I
got
everything else.
You got it because you knew it.
Yeah, I knew it.
All right. Speaking of, let's transition straight into that. The Resident Evil showcase that happens next week.
I mean, not much to talk about, but they're
yeah.
going to show. All right, there's one thing that happened today. They said something about I think after the showcase or like before the showcase or something. They're going to have like some way you can sign up for some beta or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like, oh, they're going to do another fucking Resident Evil. What was the last thing for 3? What was that game called? The multiplayer thing for remake.
Oh,
3?
the
I forgot what it's called.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, are they gonna just add that to 8? Like, I don't understand.
I think
Or
it
is it
would just be just a straight up demo, basically.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess so. Oh, maybe they'll put a mercenaries mode
I hope so.
because
I love a mercenaries mode to come back.
Revelations 2 had a beta for just the or was it Revelations 2? I think it was Revelations 2. That had a demo or beta or whatever you want to call it, just for the mercenaries mode.
It was Resistance, by the way.
Resistance, yeah. So maybe mercs are back. That'd be nice. I don't know
I
why.
would fucking love Mercenaries back.
Hey, in Resident Evil 7 gameplay, that'd be amazing because I think the gameplay in 7's awesome.
The
So,
gameplay is just
Still
getting
need to
better,
finish
and it's
7.
like we're just like not getting Mercenaries, which is like why.
yeah. I don't know why it wasn't in 3. Like, of all things to omit, I don't understand why the fuck 3 with the gameplay is so good in that game too. It's just like, oh, that would have been great.
I would have taken
like that,
Mercenaries over Resistance like 9 days out of the week.
I think everybody would have. I would have taken it if they made Resistance Mercenaries, but still like had a lot of the 4-player stuff, but was like,
right.
well, you could still play it by yourself. Like if you could play it by yourself, it was just hordes of enemies, but you have a bunch of people with you if you want, then fine. And that could have worked because you could have just had that and still microtransaction if that's what they need.
I would love
sure.
a ghost multiplayer or a competitive mode where it's like you could see the other person and see what they're doing, and you could see how they're surviving towards it.
Outbreak it doesn't really have that, but when you die, you become a zombie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which
I'm just talking like
I think Resistance has that too.
Like,
I think if you die,
you know how like time trials are, where you could see the other person like their ghost kind of like.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's cool. Also, shout out to Brittany Brombacher. David, you know her from the We're Alive days. She's the host of that showcase.
Oh no shit!
Ooh.
Yeah, and she fucking loves Resident Evil, so good for her. Congratulations to her.
Will we be watching that or?
I won't, because I haven't even played 7 yet. But
yeah, I don't think it really matters, but sure.
But
I'll be watching it. I'm fucking stoked.
This year. Oh God bless you. This year I kind of want to dedicate to like completing some series I've just slept on for so long.
Resident Evil 7. What that?
Like Resident Evil, Metal Gear, Persona, Yakuza are kind of like the ones I kind of want to like just knock out in full.
I feel like Resident Evil is more fun to watch. Like the first 3. I mean, they're fun to play. Don't get me wrong, but I have way more fun watching people play those games.
That's fair.
And speedrunning them than I do actually having fun playing them.
That's kind of what I want to aim to do. But yeah, so that's gonna be cool. Gore, you're gonna react to it, I'm sure. So stay tuned for that.
Wait, what time is it actually? Did it say?
Let me check.
I saw it, but
actually, it's 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I figured it's gonna be short.
That was the tweet where
they said they're gonna show a new trailer, really. So I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit of talking, and then they're gonna show a little bit of gameplay.
At
some info.
5:00 your time on Thursday.
I'll be on.
So we'll have fresh details to talk right about the podcast. Oh,
I'll stream for that.
You're gonna get a Gore box. You're gonna have Resident Evil and a Blue Rupees that day. Good day for
fuck
you.
yes. Everything a growing boy needs.
A
box of garbage, a Resident Evil, and David.
And then in Game of the Year talk. That will, by the way, be our Game of the Year podcast.
Hey, by the way, I want to give David credit. At least he played something from last year.
Officially.
Well,
I
he played other things.
Well, a few games from last year.
This month was supposed to be
here's
our.
the thing.
No. Here's the thing. I'm giving you credit, but Adrian turned it into an insult. Because when last week when you said you weren't really playing, you were just playing Yakuza 3, I was like, oh well, what's the point of this? And then in between, you played Doom Eternal, so good for you. Now play more games.
Here's the thing: is that the Yakuza Remaster Collection was released last year.
No,
I was looking through my game library, and here's the
Doesn't
thing:
really count.
is that no, but this is where the issue comes in. Is as I was looking at my collection for games I bought in 2020, almost 90% of what I bought are either remasters or remakes.
Yeah.
Most of what I picked up from games last year would fall into that category.
Okay, well, remasters
Yeah,
don't
but,
count, I think.
Remakes count though.
Remakes
What
count.
remakes?
Extended editions, like
Remakes
in the
count.
case of like Persona 5 Royale.
But what remakes? Resident Evil?
No, I actually still haven't gotten Resident Evil 3 yet.
So
I
Final Fantasy.
can't. Oh, Final Fantasy, yeah.
So
What
Final
are the remakes?
Fantasy, Landgrasser, it's the SpongeBob Dehydrated
that?
Ski Mailer.
Top
Wait,
echelon
was
game.
Lancaster an
Wonderful
actual remake or was that a
101.
remaster? No. Wonderful
Doesn't
101's a
matter.
remaster.
Yeah, that's not
But
even
that's
a
what I'm
remaster.
saying, is like most of what I got fits within one of those two categories.
Okay, but there's a
Or as like in an
I
extended
think if
edition.
you want
Like
to count
in-
Wonderful 101, that's fine. Because nobody played that game. when it
that's
came out.
that's
It's like,
bullshit.
I can count it. I don't give a shit. Like, hey, whatever.
I would say
That one,
Tokyo
I'm okay
Mirage
with it.
Sessions, Warcraft 3 Reforged, the
Tokyo
Yakuza
Mirage Sessions
Collection.
counts because they add a bunch of new shit to it. So, hey, if you're gonna count Persona fucking 5 Royal, eat my ass.
that's a whole
You can
20
fucking-
hours.
No, how many hours? How many hours adds to the Mirage Session Tokyo or whatever?
I have no idea. I still haven't played it yet.
I bet it adds at least
I have
a
the
few.
Wii U and the Switch version. I still haven't played it yet.
Get the hell out. That game's like 120 hours long. It adds 20 hours more, and now all of a sudden it's a brand new game. Fuck out of here.
True.
That's like a Game of the Year edition that adds all the DLC. Oh, it's a new game, all the fucking content, bro. New game,
It's not DLC. Though.
brand new game right there. Yep, Fallout 4 is a brand new game next year because it has like 30 hours.
It's not like afterward. It's like actual content that like adjusts the story like throughout it.
So
So you have
I
to
will
restart
say,
the-
Royal is a very different game from Base.
yeah,
I will
Not
100% defend that. It is
sorry.
an entirely different experience.
No, I think it's a remaster.
That's right, Land though.
But
I
no-
think remasters
Anyways, that's
are
kind
not.
of my point. Is like as I was looking at the games that I got throughout 2020, that's basically what makes up most of what I picked up. Was all remasters, remakes, or kind of like updated versions. So that's part of the reason why for like 2020, my games of the year are going to be weirdly skewed in some ways. It's just because I genuinely didn't get a whole lot of like traditionally new games throughout the year.
What do you mean traditionally? They're just new.
Well, 'cause, like,
Traditionally.
Command and Conquer, the
Ghost of
remastered
Tsushima is
collection.
traditionally,
That's not really a new game. It's the original's remaster.
Well,
Warcraft 3
there's
Reforged,
no, but that's not.
remastered.
You can't
Warcraft
reclassify.
because they fucked that game up. So you could talk about that as a game from last year because they literally took the game and made it worse.
But
Yeah,
you,
they really
but
did.
You can't
3, 1, and
reclassify.
2
The game's
exploded and
exactly
reloaded.
the same, except the visuals look a little bit better. Then I don't think you can really.
You
count
can't
that.
reclassify new games as traditionally new when you're just trying to incorporate definitions in the old things, though.
I'm
But
okay
that's
with
my whole. That is literally what I'm trying to say. Is like that's
Yeah,
why
he is
my
trying to say
game of the year list is going to be skewed. Is because I'm not going to have some of the other games that you guys are going to have. Because I'm trying to keep it to games that are just truly new.
No, I
for
know,
me.
I know. I'm just saying. I think the word traditionally new is done when they're just new games. You can't you're reclassify. Well, these are different kind of new. Like, no, they're just still new. It's the old shit that's trying to weasel its way in.
Like I think I
Yeah.
might have to put like 1 or 2 remakes in my game of the year list, depending on how fast I can finish Eternal. I'm hoping to have that finished for maybe not this weekend, but for at least for the next podcast.
Hey, if you
But,
played enough of it,
Yeah,
that's fine.
you don't have to actually finish. As long as you're like you got like
Just play enough. Hey, you know what? Don't even worry about it. You don't need to play anymore. Just put it number 1. It's fine. Put it number 1.
Nah,
Just put them on.
it may get
Oh.
top 5, but it certainly is not getting
What do
top
you
5.
mean it may? How the fuck did you play enough games that Doom Eternal's not in your top 5 somewhere? Fuck out
Because
of
I
here.
haven't.
Oh, Yakuza 3? Fuck out of here.
Oh,
Old
I just realized it's like we're talking about Final Smash's Metal Gear Rising was Game of the Year that year. Remember?
Yeah, well, Metal Gear Rising's a great game though. So
Because I forget who was I on the podcast with.
it's Slasher and his friend.
And was it
Adam.
you with me?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, so you, me, and Slasher and his friend, and
I said GTA 5. You said Last of Us, and then both of them said Metal Gear Rising.
yeah,
so
they all
Metal
never.
Gear Rising won. Yeah.
That's what it was. Anyway, all right. Well, I guess
Well,
Metal Gear Rising wins.
All right, there you go. Hey, we might be the only people that gave Metal Gear Rising Game of the Year.
I hope they made a Game of the Year edition for that.
I should like remind Slasher that happened and see if he remembers.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember when you came to our podcast and made it?
Yeah, you came on our podcast. Never again. It just said Metal Gear Game of the Year and then dipped.
I think his name was Adam, by the way. I can't remember.
I can't.
He's not. I should remember because I follow him on Twitter, but I follow a lot of people on Twitter.
Anyway, Resident Evil Showcase. Shout outs for that. Moving on.
Hell yeah, man! I can't wait. I'm fucking hyped. All this content this month. I love
The kings
watching
of content.
Speaking of content, Nintendo had a couple of trailers we'll talk about really quick.
Okay. Well, I don't know about really quick. I want to talk about Bowser's Fury. Did you watch that trailer?
I did.
Yes.
Pretty fucking good. That's really
Mario goes fucking Super Saiyan.
Yeah, man, that was good shit. All right, so I just want to tell not a story. I want to say something that upset me. Everybody on Twitter was talking about this trailer, and they were talking about how how Bowser's a big boy and he looks scary. And there was like this. I guess it's not true, sadly, but people were going around saying that his name in Japan was Godslayer Bowser, which is amazing. It's probably the best fucking name ever, and I could totally believe that would be his name in Japan. Sadly, it is not. It's not the case. I was trolled. I was lied to. His name is not that. It's like Giga Bowser, which sucks. Way less awesome than Godslayer Bowser.
I love that for a little bit of time you believed. They called him Godslayer.
Godslayer? Come on, that's awesome. In Japan, that would make sense to me. In America, we wouldn't be called that. There's no way. His name would be like Happy Smiles Godzilla Man or whatever. Like, because we can't say Godslayer in America. Like, upset all the fucking.
We can say
Catholic
Godfall, but we can't say Godslayer.
Godfall is okay because it's one word. You know. So like when the Catholics look at it, they get confused. They're like, what? But when you space it out, then they're like, oh. So there you go. What? Fuck them. I don't care. But anyway, yeah, Godslayer Bowser didn't happen, but I do like the trailer. The trailer's great.
So they you know, I saw Game Explain posted this, which by the way they had a whole kerfluffle today. Maybe we'll talk about that. Which I think I do kind of want to mention that a little bit towards the end. But
I know somebody that works for them, so
yeah, we'll talk about that towards the end. But they did post, I think, that they sped up the game. Did you notice that?
no, I didn't play the game. So
They had a side by side video of it, but they posted like gameplay of it side by side with the old one, and
Might just be the trailer.
it looks like they actually sped up the gameplay, like where they have Mario like at the same speed, and they even slowed it down to show up, but he's like running faster in the new one. So
Isn't the trailer mostly Bowser's Fury stuff though? Because a lot of times you see Bowser Jr. following you around.
I
That's
think they
only
had other stuff too, but like
I think they had like stuff sprinkled in there, but a lot of the
Yeah.
gameplay, like I went back and you see Bowser Jr. just following you around the entire time, and that's not in the original game, right?
no.
In the overview trailer, though, there was a lot of 3D world. So if you're talking about just that, then-
Yeah. But
I mean, I wouldn't notice because I have no idea how that game played. Like I've seen that game a lot. I've never played it though myself.
it's like a full maybe like 0.25 faster than the original, which I think
That sounds,
maybe,
that sounds good to me.
yeah,
Make
which,
it faster.
yeah, which it may
The Doom Eternal Mario games. Let's go.
I assume that they're raising up probably to like match where Odyssey is at, because Odyssey is pretty slick and fast.
Yeah, I was thinking like because I remember it being very isometric. Like every time I saw gameplay, it wasn't isometric. I shouldn't say that, but it was definitely more like the camera was pushed back more Every time I saw 3D World,
It was like a
and this
fixed.
one
It was
looked
a,
like
it's a fixed camera.
it was a fixed camera, but this one looked like the camera. It looked like just Odyssey almost.
This
at
looks
times.
like this looks almost like a cut Odyssey level, honestly.
Yeah, that's exactly what Bowser's Fury looked like, and I bet that's exactly what it is. Too.
Yeah, because
maybe they were building it for Odyssey, and it wasn't cut. It was going to be in Odyssey, but then they were like, "Oh shit, we got that 3D World game we never released again." It's like, "Oh, but we need to give it something." You know, we always give some of these Wii U games something extra.
Yeah, it's weird because we never got Odyssey DLC, and that was something that we all thought was gonna happen. It was like Luigi DLC, something like that. People always thought.
What?
But that,
Waluigi?
no, but it's weird how they work sometimes. Like we get
Pokemon Smash,
Pokemon Smash, Splatoon had updates.
Captain Toad Treasure Man that got updates in DLC, even though that was a Wii U game.
But everything got that. But then like for some reason like Mario Kart didn't. I'm surprised Mario Kart didn't. Honestly, that
well,
thing,
Mario Kart kind of did, I guess, right? Because they already got DLC after
it's all packaged in. But I'm like, I would have totally thought they would have just added more DLC.
Yeah, especially since that's like besides Animal Crossing, like their highest selling game on the Switch, right?
That's still like currently it's number one.
Is it number one?
Yeah,
okay.
it's still number one.
Animal Crossing will definitely take it over.
Yeah, but still like currently it's number one. I'm surprised they didn't sell DLC. Obviously, with DLC works with Smash, obviously.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess it makes sense because they've never had a chance to. I guess
Breath of the Wild had DLC too.
Yeah, but Breath of the Wild's like this giant game. So it's just like, adding like another chunk to it makes sense. It's also story driven, so maybe they just didn't have any idea what to do with Odyssey. That I guess they could add another world, but then why not just add that to a sequel?
Green Superflash says, I hope they release Bowser's Fury separately. I already played through the world. They're not going to. They're gonna slap that thing.
I've already heard it's very short though.
Yeah, so, it doesn't look because they kind of show the same spots over and over again.
It's open world supposedly, which I don't know what that means for Mario. I think most Mario games are open world at this point.
No, but it takes away from that fixed camera, like we were saying with 3D World, and it makes you just walk around because it does look very different, which is weird.
I don't know. I kind of want to play that first, honestly. If it's gonna be so different anyway, I kind of want I just want to play it.
I never finished 3D World on Wii.
And I nailed it, by the way. When the trailer came out, I'm gonna give myself credit because I don't get enough. I immediately thought it was just a Breath of the Wild thing where it's just like the blood moon rises and he'll show up randomly and everybody gets more tougher and shit. But when he shows up, just like whenever the blood moon shows up, everybody gets tougher. Yeah, that's Immortals.
No, I'm saying right now, or in that game where it's just like everything's falling on Mario.
Yeah, no. I'm saying Immortals has that. I don't think Zelda had that. Mm-hmm. Is that Immortals? Immortals beat Mario. Whenever the blood moon rises in that game, you get meteorites hitting you. So I don't think that happens in Zelda. Does it?
No.
Yeah.
3D World's fantastic. I love 3D World.
I love 3D Land. So
yeah, 3D World's fucking awesome. I'm actually very excited to just play that game again.
Yeah, I'm glad I never played it. I'm fucking super glad now because I'm like, ooh, I'm in a mood for Mario, so I want to play that.
I'd play it again anyway.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to play a game again. I'll never play a game again. I have too many fucking games to play. That's a lie.
I was playing Stardew Valley.
I was playing Bioshock for 95th time.
And then Pokemon Snap had its trailer.
Hell yeah.
New Pokemon Snap.
Which someone put a picture of it. They're like, hey, imagine if the Pokemon game of next gen looked like this.
To be fair, people said that when
rails.
To be fair, no. The people said that last year when the trailer came out, and I was thinking the same thing that you just said, that it's on rails. So, it's not going to be. Not that Pokemon Sword's going to be a huge open. It's not a huge open world, but it's definitely bigger and more expansive than a fucking Snap game will be. But you know what? I would be surprised if tomorrow we get an overview trailer for that, or in the next month or so. And they explain it is actually open. It's a kind of like Sword where you can walk around and stuff. But you walk around to different carts and you go on that cart and then you explore that or whatever. More like a hub world.
Because it's $60, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be, at least. I don't know. To be fair, Snap was
it's up for
first came out.
Oh no, it's up for pre-order soon.
No, it's up for pre-order right now.
It's up. I think it was $60.
I'm pretty sure it's. I didn't even need to look.
Yeah, and they can't make it as a really quick on rails like the first one, honestly.
Yeah, no, there's no way in hell it's going to be. And I wouldn't be surprised if they say it's like randomly generated too. Like Pokemon will be in totally different places and stuff. Because in Pokemon Snap, they had a little bit of that, but not really. Like you'll do little things like if you missed hitting this Pokemon with a thing, then you can come back and do it. And they fell in the lava and they became Charizard or whatever.
Yeah, there's different ways to modify it.
Yeah,
with the apples and the flute and shit.
I have a feeling it's either this game's gonna have a lot of like randomly like it's either gonna have a lot of different paths to take, like a lot of different paths. So you go this way or that way or that way or that way. It's either gonna have that. It's gonna have a bunch of ways to like a bunch of different places to explore, or it's gonna be more like Pokemon Sword, where there's a lot of like there's an open world.
I'm looking at the.
You can even sell your pictures and stuff, or maybe I don't know.
I'm looking at the description of it on Amazon. It says this brand new game brings the gameplay of the 1999 Pokemon Snap game for the 64 back to life on the Switch.
I mean, it's gonna be the same gameplay. I'm not expecting the core gameplay to be different, but I have a feeling there's gonna be like some sort of hub world or something.
Or
like, they just to do it between every time you go to and take a look. Yeah,
either that or just fucking go in with all that and just do a lot of worlds.
I always thought Pokemon Snap.
I think even that or even like branching paths would be cool.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a fun game to watch people react, like their reactions, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of weird shit. Dude, like playing that game as a kid with other friends and stuff, just like you throw the thing at that and they fall in, and then they turn to Charizard or what. Like, that's what I always remember when you threw a thing at Charmander and he fell in the thing, or no, so I think it's that. I think you hit
you hit Charmander with an
Charmeleon, and then he turned into Charizard. I'm like, oh.
Which isn't how it works, but hey. But dude, I remember when you first got to go see Mew. That was fucking hype as shit.
Yeah. I thought you said Goatsy for a second. I was like, what?
Yeah, when I first saw Goatsy, that was hype as shit.
I was like, this shit. Don't look that up.
Do you remember when someone made a custom Xbox 360 faceplate of that?
No. Why would I remember that?
Because that was.
If I saw that, I would try to bleach it out of my brain.
All right. Yeah, that's a thing. All right, moving on.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big thing.
Cyberpunk apology.
All right. Well, I only watched this video once, and I cringed for part of it. All right. So I forgot the lead, the guy, the main guy from Cyberpunk. I'm very unprepared.
CD
for this,
Projekt Red.
Yeah, the CG Project Red man. No, it was the guy, the
one of the co-founders.
The co-founder, thank you. He said he was pretty much apology, long overdue apologies. Just like we were, a lot of it's my fault. We screwed a lot of things up. The PC version they're proud of, they said, which is the part where I'm like, because the PC version has problems too. Like the console versions are fucked.
Well, that's like, but to be fair, like I think the PC one's pretty much on par with where Witcher launched, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Witcher 3 has a lot more to it. I feel from what I've played with Cyberpunk so far. Like Witcher 3 was like fucking incredible for 5 years ago.
Witcher 3 launched with like 300 hours worth of content.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk you can finish everything in about 80 hours, I think. Which is kind of shitty. Like I was expecting it to be like fucking huge, like so much to do. But it's like, yeah, I mean there is a lot to do, but it might as well just be like another Ghost of Tsushima. Like, here's all the things on the map, or like Assassin's Creed. There's a bunch of things on the map. Go to all the things, Where Witcher was that too, but Witcher was, I don't know. Witcher was just different. It was like a continuation too, so you already know these characters. I feel like Cyberpunk's also very rushed in the beginning. Just like characters you just meet either get killed off.
I told you. Remember, you were like, "Oh yeah," because I booted up the game. I haven't played it since, but I was gonna wait.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
But like the deserts, we talked about that.
I'm not even talking about the life path or anything. It's just like I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like even just the beginning with some characters. Like, yeah, the life paths suck. They said those are going to be expansive, and they were not.
Yeah, because you were like, "Oh, I hear you go out here," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm already back in the city." You're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played like half an hour. I'm back in the city already."
Yeah, from what I guess I misunderstood what people were saying. They were saying like they were pretty expansive and they're long, but I guess they're only long if you
it pushed the thumbstick up that much.
Yeah. If you just like take your fucking sweet time. No, but I guess what they meant was that because you have like those dialogue choices now, so you can use nomad dialogue choices, and you'll get
Sure.
different things later. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I heard that like people were saying like, oh yeah, they're a few hours long. I'm like, no. I took my time too. I was just like walking around talking to people in the nomad one and stuff. I'm just like, it took me about 45 minutes maybe. Um, whatever. I'm sure that would be kind of cool later in the game. You'll probably go back to that place and they'll be like, "Hey, you again" or whatever. But still, right now,
did anyone get the refund?
no,
I got
no,
my
I'm
copy
keeping
because
it.
I got it on PC, but
No, I'm gonna keep it. Hey, that
I
game's not fucked up that bad.
I
for
would
me.
have had I not gotten that steelbook with it. I don't really want to return the steelbook because I like it. And then
Right.
they would take out like $20 of it. I'm like, oh well, if I'm getting the game for 40 at that point, whatever. I did return
Yeah.
the big ass collector's version because I saw
Oh, did you?
that wasn't selling for as much as I thought it would.
I don't know. I think it still goes for like a little bit more than its retail, but it's not really
Not
worth it.
worth it.
Trying to resell it.
No. So I was like,
No,
all right,
no,
whatever. So I just
definitely no Witcher 3 there. Witcher 3 was hard to find and still obviously is.
yeah.
The collect.
So I was like, all
That
right,
one's
whatever. I'll just return that. So I returned that big ass box.
yeah.
Um,
But anyway, this apology was it was almost there, like as a good apology because there's so many fucking terrible ones out there. But this one was like,
was the
oh,
video
okay.
glitching though?
No, it
The,
crashed at one
the
point.
aspect
But
ratio was flipping for me. I wasn't sure if it was a Twitter issue or what,
I
but
didn't notice. Maybe that was a stylistic choice. I don't know. Just
that's
make
all.
fun of themselves.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
sorry.
don't know. But anyway, the guy was like blaming himself. But like it was like a big part. He was he was taking blame, which it was like, all right, cool. And he's being humble, I guess. And he was saying that like we really messed up the console. He was trying to explain why the console ports were so messed up, and I'm just like, all right, I mean, whatever.
Which was silly. It was his reasoning
And then
was
halfway through, he's just like, the PC version's great. And we're very proud of that version. I'm like, that's great that you're proud of it, but people are still pissed that the game has so much shit taken out of it, too. Not even just like it runs bad or whatever. It's just like they took a lot of things like the car customization and just a bunch of other like RPG things that people were excited about. They took all that
even
stuff
the
out.
character creation is so fucking limited.
Yeah, it's pretty limited.
I,
I'm okay with that because I wasn't like I like Geralt.
It
I don't
has
try
less
to customize.
customization than Skyrim did fucking 15 some
yeah,
odd
but
years
this
ago.
Sure.
I
With
personally
Skyrim, you're a mute character that has no personality. Where I'm okay with V being his own character or her own character if you're playing the female, because like I wanted because I think CD Projekt Red does a great job of having your main character be extremely likable. I mean, they've only made Witcher at this point besides this game, so it's just like whatever. But Geralt's one of the best video game characters ever, and you don't. I mean, you choose what he says, but for the most part, he has his own personality. You don't really dictate
sure.
how he acts to people all that much. You do a little bit, but not. He's still his own person. And that's what I was going into with V. I was like, all right, I'm going to get to choose what they say a lot of times, but they're still going to have their own personality. Like they'll still react to things the same way either way. But yeah, this apology was like good until it wasn't.
It was weird because he was like his reasoning behind the console not working was they weren't working, but like they improved vastly day by day. But
Yeah, they said like by the time the game was coming out, the console versions were working great. They said, I was like, really? Because they weren't.
dude, I don't get it. I mean, I do
don't
get
get
it
it either.
obviously, but like
I don't.
I
I
think
don't understand.
they were hoping that their pedigree would have like made people would just not think about the crashes or bugs as much. Because to be fair, there are some games that release that are some fucking like almost like
Like Witcher 3.
yeah,
Witcher
like people. There are some games that are bugged the hell and back, but people kind of like just ignore them. And I thought they would probably would have thought, oh, with us having the pedigree of Witcher, people will be forgiving for us and we can kind of work through it. But people are like, nah, fuck that. But
Oh, bug the hell, but still popular. So Hello Neighbor,
yeah, there you go.
piece of shit. Hello Neighbor.
It's true, but like a lot of games get the pass from people. But
Yeah.
I I feel like this game would have benefited so much from not only a delay, but a cancellation of the last gen consoles. I don't see a world where Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't become the game you buy when you get an Xbox Series X or S or PS5. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like GTA 5 where everyone gets a console, they buy that game with it. I think with I think what was it? Like Sony sold 3 million PS5s like in that whole in the launch window.
Yeah.
Like who wouldn't have bought that? Cuz I mean there's not that many
That's the
launch
problem is
games.
they had 8 million pre-orders, so and
They
I'm sure a lot of those were also consoles.
That
So
sucks, but I think they should have just bit the bullet. They should have made the straight up.
if they did that, the game they would have actually probably delayed it. Like if they actually canceled, they would have to wait until there's a big install base for their big game that they work
But
this long to make.
60%
They
of
would
the
have to
sales,
wait until next year for the
60% of the
series.
sales were on PC. And then if
Yeah,
you add
but,
in,
but even if 40%, that's just pre-orders too. So pre-orders were 88 million, not 88 million, just 8 million.
88 million.
8 million. 60% of 8 million is what, around 5.
Something around there, yeah.
So let's just say like whatever 2 point something million. And you said 3 million were PlayStation. So yeah, I mean, if it was only on, I mean, they would have had a lot of cancellations, lot.
But those people that cancel are not gonna just not buy the game ever again. I think.
Yeah, but they can't get a PlayStation 5 right now.
And that sucks. But I mean, they already missed the holiday. Like they already missed Black Friday. They had like 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. Like who the fuck cares? Like at that point, just straight. They should have made a video saying, "Hey, we really want to do it, but we're gonna just go all in on next gen versions. Maybe delay or cancel the pre-orders, but like maybe charge like six. They could have went around it. And obviously, I'm just spitballing random thoughts here that obviously have to take a lot more bigger decisions on that. But
I think they would have also got a lot of shit for that because they promised a next gen update next year, and if they released what the game is right now as the next gen version, people would be like, "What the?"
Well,
Obviously, you said that's not coming until next year, unless you really quickly fucking release that. And then they play it, and it's like you're hitting around 40 frames, and the game's crashing every 45 minutes. And I mean, the game still doesn't work that well on PS5.
No,
it works better, but it's like every 45 minutes the game crashes. So like,
no, I get that. The next gen versions are slated for last half of 2021. They should have straight up pulled a Halo, said fuck it, delay it a year. Delay it a year. They should have made this video, fuck it, delay it a year, and say, hey, we fucked up. We can't make these work. We can't make Cyberpunk work on the last console. We are sincerely apologize. But done some shit.
Or either that, or wait a little while before saying that to see if you can make it fucking work. Because you could say what you want about Cyberpunk. It's a great looking game, but it doesn't look any better than like Ghost of Tsushima or fucking Last of Us Part 2, and those run perfectly fine on PS4. So it's just like I don't see it like the way they made Cyberpunk. The way they explain it is that they explain it like they made the PC version first, and then they focus on consoles later, which isn't surprising. Most companies, I assume, do that if their game is coming to the PC also. I'd assume so, at least. I don't know. But they said like they use some kind of streaming, like some sort of way, like they stream the game or something for consoles. I don't know what he meant by that, but like it. He said it like ran fine or whatever. I'm just like, I don't understand why this is having such a hard time running.
I just think
Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm sure the frame rate at times can be alarming, but it still runs well. It doesn't have that many crashes, if any. I don't think a game crashed once for me. I played like over 120 hours that game.
There's murmurs that they didn't even start the console versions until very close to its release.
I think they said that too. I think they said
on that. Yeah.
I think they said that. Well, they didn't say that like in particular, but they did say that
they probably just went in there
mainly on the PC, so it made it seem very. It was probably
consoles were afterthoughts, and they just assumed they would work.
Yeah, that's right. It just works, just like Todd Howard.
CJ goes, Ghost is pretty, but it's not as packed with NPCs in such a smaller area.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense that if Ghost was, but I don't know. I don't think Cyberpunk is that impressive with its NPCs.
But the way I see it,
That's where Red Dead Redemption 2 has more, and that was in the Old West, so that's a little weird.
The way I see it
You
is,
go to one of those towns in fucking Red Dead Redemption 2, it's packed with people.
I think they should have
Yeah.
just sucked it up and just said, because I think Cyberpunk should have been like a main staple of like a next gen like showcase. Because when the PCs that are beefy that run it, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
it looks really nice. Don't get me wrong.
and I
I'm just
think
saying, I don't think. Sure, there's a lot of NPCs roaming around, but does that really fuck up the like just a bunch of faceless people just like pretending to eat a hamburger? Does that?
I know
Is that really the next gen for everybody?
no, but I just think in general, just having an open world big game like this would have benefited a lot from them just straight up saying, "Hey, it can't work on last gen consoles, or it's not. It doesn't work." They should have said this. It doesn't meet our expectations of it. It can run, but not that well. So we're gonna cancel those. We'll put out this game in a year, and we'll make it up to you like free DLC or something. Like the first story DLC will be free or something like that. Just because like I don't know. I get that it's gonna suck for people that don't want to upgrade, but I mean, as it beats the opposite, which is like they have all this hellfire for this, and I'm sure they lost a lot of money about all this. Like worse than if they had just straight up canceled last gen and just delayed it a year.
Yeah.
Like all this is dealing. I'm sure they'd prefer that in hindsight much more than what they're dealing with now.
Fuck it.
Like again, we talked about. I'm surprised Microsoft. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft's having like behind the door discussions about whether or not they want to keep this whole simultaneous releases thing up, or if they are, they're like, all right, we have to really watch our quality control. If these games do not run well on Xbox One and Series, maybe we just cut the Xbox One version.
But to be fair, I mean, what games are coming out that you think can't run on Xbox One?
It depends.
I mean,
It just
the
depends.
medium looks like it could totally run on Xbox One. Like it looks pretty, I guess.
Well,
but
it's not supposed to look pretty. It's supposed to.
No, even that, like I don't know. Like again, I can point fucking games out that are way more technically impressive and most likely have way more going on underneath the hood that there's no way in hell that game can't run on Xbox One.
It's more
hey, Microsoft, if you listen, you made me not excited for the medium by making it exclusive to a console I can't buy. So and for a console that has no other games too, I have to buy a whole console just to play the medium is a little ridiculous. When I know for a fucking fact that game can run on Xbox One X, especially that bright memory shit. I don't know why the fuck that
bright memory could. I don't know about medium though.
It does not look that great. I keep watching trailers.
It's not supposed to look great. It's running two different games at once though, and
No,
it would be
it's
too
not, though.
slow.
It's not. No, it's not running two different games.
It's running the two engines. They said they develop two engines on top of each other.
Yeah, for little moments of gameplay that happens.
Yeah, but
for small moments of gameplay that happens, and I don't run in two different games. There's no way in hell they have it.
They said that's how they're developing it though.
I don't
It's
know.
two different engines,
I don't see how it couldn't. They probably just said make it Series X so they had something.
Well,
Same thing
probably what it is just the fact that they didn't want to optimize it, so they're like, "Fuck it, it's gonna need raw power."
it's gonna mean
Just
power
throw as
and
much
speed.
as
So let's
possible.
just keep it on there.
I mean, it would be 30 frames on Xbox, but I'm sure it would have ran perfectly fine. Like I don't know. Like it's 60 now.
I think the
That's
speed too probably has to do it. It's gonna be faster.
I don't see how that really matters for a game like that. I really don't. Like it runs twice, but I assure you, when it does that, there's gonna be not much happening. That looks like it's all gonna be puzzle stuff anyway.
Can you flip back and forth like button wise though? Is that the thing or?
I think it's segments. I think it's just like solving like puzzles and shit, and like maybe hiding from whatever the fuck's chasing. Troy Baker is
Because like my comparison with that is Titanfall, but Titanfall has like has actual moments of like when you're running through this, then it's gonna show it here, meaning that it can unload that and show it that at a set moment, as opposed to what I thought Medium was. Like, I haven't looked at it because I want to play it. Was that
Dishonored 2 has the thing too, where you're blipping between two worlds, and that game actually had it where it was seamless, where you're just like looking through a thing and you see a different world. And then you like flip out of it or whatever.
So curiously though, like, so
I don't know. I really do think the medium could have ran. I think they just wanted something on their console.
Well, that's what everyone's complaining about. Everyone's complaining there's no exclusives.
Yeah, but that's not the one they should fucking make on the Xbox Series X. Like Halo should have probably been, but when we looked at that game, we're all like, yeah, that could probably run on an original Xbox One. Like, there's no way in hell that needs to be a Series X. So it was no surprise that was also coming to Xbox One. No
Admittedly,
surprise. Just like, yeah, that's Xbox One. It doesn't look any better than Halo 5. Actually, I think Halo 5 looked better. And I get it's open world. It's gonna be like a Tomb Raider open world where it's barely open world, but it's just bigger environment.
I'm not saying
Big environments.
I'm not saying it directly towards you, but I always find it peculiar. Like it's always interesting to me when, like game fans, whenever there's an Xbox, like they complain about Xbox exclusives not having any. But whenever there is one, they get upset that it is exclusive. Which I was going to segue into this with Indiana Jones and Machine Games.
I don't think any game should be exclusive. Period. Honestly, I don't like exclusives. I think it's funny when Xbox has an exclusive, but I rather it not be exclusive. I think it's funny only because I know it's upsetting somebody.
I mean, I prefer Uncharted was everywhere else. I'd much rather play every PlayStation game. I'd rather play with
that will never ever in the history of mankind ever fucking happen. We'll be lucky if those games go to PC. Like, I mean, we're starting to get that with Horizon and fucking whatever, Detroit and stuff. But like Uncharted, I don't think will ever go to like a PC console. And I really don't mind exclusives that much. I just feel like it's kind of there's no point, especially when you have a game like The Medium, which probably won't do very well. I mean, it's on Game Pass, so I guess people will probably play it if they have Series X.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be playing it on PC Game Pass, so
you can play it. But it's just it's not gonna do that well, and you're already limiting people that can play it now for like a console that probably how many did they sell? Did they announce how many they sold for Series X and S?
No one's announced anything really because they sold through their shipments, so they don't want to say who sold what. I think who was mentioning it. I forget. I think
like we need them to tell us that PS5 sold way fucking more.
Well,
like,
no, because even Sony's been really weirdly quiet about it too.
They're trying to hurry up and fucking release more.
I've been hearing that it's not doing well in Japan actually.
PS5.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because the PS5 takes up half of their square footage in their apartment.
Yeah, it takes up half. It's like half the size of their fucking bed.
And they're more into mobiles out there than versus consoles.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the Vita is actually really popular over there.
Yeah, but I think PS5 is their.
That's why like visual novels and JRPGs kept coming out from Vita like long after it was pretty much dead in America.
I mean, hell, there's still another visual novel getting a physical release on Vita this week with PlayAsia. So
hell yeah, Mario.
David, which was that one?
That's Roommates.
I hear all these different ones like RE0, Steins Gate, Raging Loop, Roommates.
I thought I was gonna say Sageki Bakugo Margarita Girls number 4 or something. And he says
Night and Fate of Morgana, Roommates.
Yeah, Friends. I was like, what?
They make a visual novel based on Friends.
Yeah. An anime based on Friends, dude, that would totally work.
So no, I want to segue into that with Machine Games and this whole LucasFilms thing. We'll start, and I'm gonna make this a whole just one topic.
I want to start off with some hype. Machine Games is amazing, even though I'll forgive Youngblood. That's forgiven because I have a feeling Bethesda just told them make a Wolfenstein game with microtransactions. And they're like, all right, so they did, and it wasn't terrible, but whatever. But Wolfenstein 1 and 2 are fantastic games. They brought that series back. I love those games. And yeah, more Nazis. Well, maybe. We don't know where this is set in because they did say it's he's more veteran in this, so it could be after. It could be like
alien Nazis.
Before you go on, did you notice people brought up that in that interview where Todd Howard was talking about the acquisition with Microsoft, his background, there's a bunch of Indiana Jones stuff.
Yeah. I didn't recognize that at first, but someone posted a picture. I was like, oh yeah.
Everyone's like, I thought he was just a fan.
I didn't even think about it. I probably saw it and I was like, oh, cool.
So now everyone's because like Phil Spencer had both the Xbox consoles sitting.
Bethesda would ever make anything like that. Like, I don't think Bethesda license games, do they? Like, have they?
Not in a long time.
What was the last thing they did?
Fallout.
Well, yeah, license. Well, I guess it was a different. It wasn't theirs originally.
But people are gonna be. while David's thinking, people are gonna be looking in the backgrounds because remember Phil Spencer also had the Xbox sitting in his back
Yeah.
bookshelf, but no one noticed.
Yeah, Series S.
Yeah, that both S and X were sitting in his back
It's
bookshelf.
just a square
Yeah, we
little
were the-
thing.
yeah.
Who the fuck would like that could be anything, a shoebox, anything. I don't know. It could be anything. That
So,
could be where he keeps all
let-
his never mind.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind before we get into the proper 2 announcements.
Right.
Lucasfilm Games opens up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a little bit.
So that's cool because LucasArts has been gone for a very long time, and which is a shame, a goddamn shame, because they made just like amazing shit.
So many.
Also,
great games.
wait. I remembered. Remember how there was that announcement? What was the game before that we had that lined up? It was fucking Nocturne. Nocturne lined up with the Games Gone By. And it was like there was another Games Gone By that lined up with some sort of announcement. It was the fucking lie from Def Jam about the 1 million followers will announce a game and they just never did. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck you, Def Jam.
But then I wanted to mention
cucks, the lot of them.
we were talking
maybe
about
they're working exclusivity to Stadia.
yeah.
They're working it out.
Uh,
Oh, if that happened, that'd be the biggest heartbreak of 2021.
but yeah. Now we've been talking about a bunch of old Double Fine games, which essentially are LucasArts. So
LucasArts, and I mean Grim Fandango, I think was LucasArts when it first came out, right?
So there you go.
I mean,
Games Gone By just wills things into
we will it existed.
so
Well,
Beyond
we'll see
Beyond Good and Evil.
No, we'll see it. Hey, Beyond Good and Evil next month. It gets canceled. It's like no,
That's the opposite of what I wanted.
I'm waiting for the day I hear that it gets because now we'll spoil the other announcement that Ubisoft's doing a Star Wars open world game, which I'm just like, all right, so Ubisoft's doing a open world game set in a galaxy. It's in space.
Do you? What are the chances, dude? Legitimately, yeah.
They're gonna cancel Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Do you think that's a legitimate possibility? That they reuse the assets.
This is what I could see happening. They don't have a lot done with Beyond Good and Evil 2 to the point where it doesn't really matter. It could be anything.
Yeah.
So they just take Beyond Good and Evil 2 and make it into that Star Wars game. And if that fucking happened,
I'm gonna break my statue.
I'm gonna break my own neck. I'm gonna break my statue. No, those characters will still be in it, but it'll just be Star Wars now. It's just be like, oh, funny monkey is now and Chewbacca team up. Funny monkey and Chewbacca team up.
Hey, that's a cool Star Wars statue you got. You're gonna have someone say to you one day.
Yeah, that's real fucking funny. Why does it say Beyond Good and Evil 2 on the fucking? I don't know. It's weird. I know that's exactly what's gonna happen too. If anything happens with Beyond Good and Evil 2, that'll make me sad. That'll probably be the sad. Like if they just cancel it, I'll be like, all right. But if they say it's being turned into Star Wars,
they're not even gonna say it. You're gonna recognize parts of it from the.
No, they'll say it too. They'll say like, or there'll be a leak. There'll be a leak.
But then but then you're gonna see exact stuff that you saw. And
will come out and say like, hey, this is Star Wars now. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. Like, I honestly rather.
Isn't it kind of weird? Because I could totally see the opposite happening, where Bethesda, because they're working on Starfield, doing something like Star Wars related, but then Ubisoft doing something Indiana Jones related, just because of like.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the way I thought of that first.
Yeah. I guess so, but then, but that wouldn't, because Starfield's going to be their next big thing. So I guess doing 2 space things would be a little weird.
Right.
But you know, I mean, it always reminded me, like you saying that reminded me of like when everybody was talking about the Spider-Man game coming out. Everybody was like so sure that was going to be Insomniac doing it, or no, I'm sorry, Sucker Punch. Who does? Yeah, Sucker Punch, right? Those are the guys that do Infamous.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was so sure because Infamous is all about you being a superhero. So it's just like, oh, it's definitely gonna be them. And then when it came out, it was Insomniac. It was just like the Ratchet and Clank guys. So it was like, well, all right. The Resistance guys, all right, sure, and it worked out obviously, but it's just a little weird. So it's just
So
Ubisoft making a Star Wars game does not fill me with a lot of hope, but I am very happy that EA doesn't have exclusive rights to Star Wars now. So I'm like 50-50. I'm like,
no. So I agree 100%.
Battlefront 2 is a good game now, and I hear Squadrons is good,
and Jedi Fallen Order is good.
And
it just in general it should not be condensed to one single publisher. Star Wars should just be whoever can make a badass Star Wars game or and now at LucasArts just any sort of like property in that, and if it can make a badass one, do it.
And do it. It's Star Wars. But that's one thing. If Ubisoft comes out, all right, I will accept the death of Beyond Good and Evil 2. I won't. I will never
Whoa.
accept it. I won't accept. I will only semi-accept it if they say, "Hey, Knights of the Old Republic 3." I'll be like, "All right,
Yeah, man.
all right, all right, all right." I mean, that's bullshit. Still, you shouldn't have done that. That sucks. I'll kill you. But you know what?
I'll kill
At
you.
least I
I'll
got
kill you
something.
gently, like instantly, so you won't feel it.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be like cutting the head off of Count Dooku. That's a episode 3 reference. Yeah,
So
his ass
Jason
died.
Schreier was also reporting that EA is pretty happy about this because they didn't want this deal to begin with.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I heard. Like, because who was the guy that had the Star Wars right? I mean, not Star Wars rights, but he really wanted Star Wars, and they stepped down from EA, right? And then whoever is like the
And they were just
lead
stuck
guy,
with it. Yeah.
yeah, he's just like, I don't like Star Wars. I like FIFA or whatever.
FIFA.
Yeah, I forgot his name. He's like, he's I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about the EA guy, but he seems kind of
No, fuck
not.
you.
He doesn't seem like a gamer to me. He seems like businessman, which I'm sure a lot of these people are, but at least like make it seem like you're not just businessman.
Green
You
Super
know?
Flash says, "I wish DC would do the same thing for video games like Star Wars and Marvel."
Wait, say it again. You broke up for me.
I wish DC would do the same thing for video games like Star Wars and Marvel.
That'd be amazing. I mean, to be fair, DC has Batman, so at least they still got that, and they got Suicide Squad. So what the hell? They're doing it.
No, but like license that to allow like Ubisoft to make a DC game instead of only Warner.
Yeah,
Especially
sure.
where DC has such an expanded fucking universe of characters, because all we really get from DC is basically Batman and Superman when it comes to video games.
Not even
and
Superman.
Occasionally,
We haven't
once
had
in
a
a blue
Superman
moon,
game.
a Justice League thing.
No, you only get Batman. And...
Dude, we've had a Green Lantern game like before we've had a Superman game in the last 15 years.
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh,
we had
the
that.
movie, I'm gonna
Yeah, the
guess.
movie game.
Yeah.
The last Superman-centric game that's called Superman whatever was Superman Returns. We didn't even get a Man of Steel game, which is insane. I thought for sure we would.
I just assumed
at
we
that
did.
time we were still getting movie games. So, but hey, you know what? I would love a Superman game. They need to do that, and I was hoping that's what Rocksteady was doing. Honestly, even though Suicide Squad's cool, I don't know if I'm really. I need to see gameplay.
I think the Arkham what is it?
Which one?
The
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights looks kind of cool. I think.
Yeah, it just looks like Arkham.
Ironically enough,
except
I'm more excited for that one than Justice League, or not Justice League, Suicide Squad.
Kill the Justice League. Yeah, no, I am too because he didn't see anything for Suicide Squad. Like Suicide Squad, they literally showed nothing.
But
They showed the CG cutscene and said it ain't coming until 2022. So it's just like, all right.
Also, I don't know, like
What were you doing for the last 5 years, Rocksteady? Like,
yeah, that too.
this game better be really good.
The more I think about it, though, like yeah, it's cool, but it's like I also it's weird that like there's so much of a hate boner towards the Justice League, where they really just want them to make them the villains, right? They really just don't.
Injustice 2 is all about that.
Yeah,
Shit, Injustice
I kind of feel like we need,
especially Superman. Superman's always a villain now. I think he's been more of a villain in the last like 20 years than
it's because he's easier to make a villain, I guess, right? Just because he's so strong.
Because they think it's so interesting that Superman, goody two shoes, Superman is
but
a
like
villain.
we barely even see it like that. Yeah.
At this point, I'd feel more interested if there was a Superman movie where he's just a good guy.
Yeah.
Like even Man of Steel, he's supposed to be the good guy, but he just lets the whole city fucking to get destroyed, and he don't give a shit. He just wants to.
Oh yeah, everything's fucked with that.
I like that movie just from a visceral standpoint, but
I would have loved. Like in hindsight, I would have liked a proper Justice League game just to at least get the hero aspect back into things.
Hey, we're getting that Justice League movie thing in a couple months, so maybe we'll get our
Extended
Superman
cut, baby.
Huh?
Extended cut.
Extended cut, yeah, or whatever it's called.
It's a new movie.
Hey, is that the official? Is that the official name? Or is it
he's need to call it a new movie.
Snyder cut. Fuck.
Well, it's not a movie; it's a show. Remember? It's gonna be four 1-hour episodes, which is good for me because then I can do a reaction.
Yeah.
Which would be really annoying if I watch a 4-hour fucking movie in front of my computer. Just like, like hour 3, I'm like, oh, there's Cyborg. He finally showed up.
You're having to walk around. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you hear that? He got cut.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get cut in that movie. He's gonna get cut in the Flash.
Yeah.
Which I don't even believe is a movie yet. So
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. I mean, they filmed it, but I still don't believe he's in the movie. I think they filmed it. I don't believe it. I think they filmed it. It's either that or they have a script. They cut him out of something. So.
Final topic.
Anyway, Well, no, because I do want to mention that we barely
Oh
talked
yeah,
about
we talked
Indiana
about
Jones.
actually.
Yeah, we talked about Star Wars
Yeah.
enough. Cool. I can't wait to see it. Just don't have all the fucking like little blips on the map, and I have to run around and explore. You know, like every fucking
Which
Assassin's Creed
again,
game,
I
and Immortals and Far Cry and all that. And that's exactly what it's gonna
there
be.
really
But
should be no excuse now because they mentioned that the guy that likes those games got kicked out. That was one scumbag guy. So I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
in theory, the games that are now we'll give them a little bit of leeway because obviously a lot of these games were being developed all this time. But in theory, a lot of these games going forward should be brand new, different types of games.
I'm just surprised they got something like that after the massive controversy behind them.
Right.
Like, I'm surprised that any like Disney was just like, yeah, give it to the guys that had nothing but terrible shit happen or come out in the last couple months about how shitty they are. So it's just like a little weird that they're like, yeah, Star Wars, sure, give it to those guys. I'm sure they'll do better than EA. And I'm like, I don't know. At this point, EA had 3 good games come out for Star Wars. Like Battlefront 2 wasn't good at first, but it's great now.
Let's
So
talk
it
about
took 3 years, but it's good now.
let's talk about Indiana Jones though.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. Now, if Indiana Jones doesn't rock 2 giant shotguns at the same time, I'm gonna be pissed. Just like my boy BJ and Wolfenstein 2.
No, but I think
Dude,
I think
Wolfenstein 2, when you could pick up 2 shotguns, I was like, oh my fucking god, yes.
I think you mentioned. I think everyone has the same consensus: is they have to get the whip right.
Oh yeah, they gotta get it. They
That's
gotta
the
get it.
one thing they have to
Right.
nail.
That was the one thing I was so excited about, that Indiana Jones game that got canceled. Does anybody remember this game? It was like back in 2005 or 6 it got announced, and it was for the PS3. And like there was like concept footage or whatever, and it looked pretty good for the time. I'm sure it looks like shit now. I haven't seen it in a little while, but yeah, I mean, it looked fun. It looked like a good adventure game, and Indiana Jones has some pretty good games. Emperor's Tomb is pretty good. The point and click adventure game is pretty good. There's a couple of side scrollers that are pretty good, but yeah, they had to get that shit right, and it's been like 12 years since the last Indiana Jones game. Like, if you don't count the Lego games, which I don't.
Which
Yeah,
I feel like means to me that the Indiana Jones movie is coming, right?
Oh yeah, well we already know they're making that.
But like,
Harrison Ford's gonna be walking with a fucking in a wheelchair.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
No, Shia
He'll be
LaBeouf.
walking in
Shia
a wheelchair.
He'll be walking in a wheelchair. I meant to say he'll be on screen with a walker
Yeah.
or in a wheelchair. But yeah, no, Shia LaBeouf is also, a lot of people are getting canceled, man. I don't know.
Did he get canceled?
Yeah, like it's something about domestic.
I think he legitimately went crazy or something.
Shia LaBeouf went crazy like 40 years ago.
He
Like,
watched all of his movies and cried the entire time.
Yeah, he cried at Transformers. He was like, "Oh, so much." When Megan Fox bends over that car, put a tear in my eye.
So
No, but like something about abuse or something. I don't know. Look it up. I don't want to talk.
Bethesda with Indiana Jones. I think
Yeah.
the big question everyone has is this an Xbox exclusive game, or is it because of the
That really upsets me. That's the big question. Indiana Jones game from the guys at Wolfenstein, is it exclusive? Yeah, okay, but don't you want to know about the game? No, I just want to know if it's only
to
on.
be fair, if people want to know if they can play it or not.
If it's not exclusive, then everybody can play it. You ever think of that?
Microsoft's like, no.
Yeah, Microsoft's not going to.
It depends because the deal obviously was so. Microsoft and Bethesda actually haven't merged yet. It's going to be happening sometime in the first or the next couple months, probably like in March or April. So the deal's not done yet. So obviously this deal's done before. So who's up to it? But then you also think about Disney with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's exclusive on PlayStation. So is that a deal? Like are they like all right? Well, what was it like?
Well, of course, Spider-Man would be exclusive on PlayStation because Sony still owns him and for the media rights.
Movie
like
rights.
He's just they have to own him some way because they always get the Spider-Man shit.
I feel like they made a deal when they did that Far From Home shit. I feel like they had to have made a deal with,
because 2016 was when they announced that Spider-Man game, so it must have already been in development for a year or so. So they must have just got because it was 2015 when they announced that Spider-Man's coming to MCU, and then 2016 we got him in Civil War.
So I feel like there was a deal made
so
behind the scenes.
2015 must have immediately when they said that, they were immediately like, let's make a PS4 game.
But
because
with Marvel Ultimate Alliance exclusive on Switch, Spider-Man exclusive on PlayStation. I feel like Microsoft probably maybe worked a deal with Indiana Jones now. Maybe if they knew ahead of time about this deal.
It's so weird that Indiana Jones is the one they pick. Considering we haven't had a movie in 12 years, and I don't think anybody really cares about the franchise.
They really want their Uncharted game.
And it's so weird that Machine Games, like of all people, like I can't wait.
And Todd Howard being on it too, which is not he's not even a part of Machine Games proper. He's part of like Bethesda, but like not specifically. Has he worked on a Machine Games game before?
I mean, they only made 3 games, all the Wolfenstein games.
Yeah,
so I don't think so.
Yeah, so
I think
being on that.
They might have made something else. I'm pretty sure they were new when Wolfenstein, the New Order came out. But.
Right, so even that's like kind of wild too. So I mean, they're merging that together, but yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the Microsoft thing, because that's what the first thing that popped in my head was. I was like, damn, I guess they really got their own Uncharted now.
Yeah, they finally got it.
And obviously, it'll be day one Game Pass, if anything.
Yeah, that will definitely happen. And yeah, it might be exclusive. The game's not coming out for another 3 years, most likely. So, like, I have a feeling that this is like early announcement, just like that James Bond game that got announced. I bet that James Bond game I could see coming out next year, but I don't think we're gonna see that Indiana Jones game.
I'm kind of into getting these IPs back, because it feels like we've been kind of regurgitating a lot of these sequels. I'm down with kind of just like refreshing with old IPs of like movie nature, and just like,
yeah, I'm okay with that. We haven't really had a lot of movie games that are good.
No, this last gen movie games, I mean, fucking Fast and Furious.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, to be fair, if you bought it, I think it says Series X on it, so you can just blame that on next gen too. I think it does. Maybe.
The only good Fast and Furious game we got was on Forza.
And that's technically not a movie game, because it's based on a movie property, but it's not based on a movie. You know, and not that James Bond or Indiana Jones will be, but like I'm trying to think of like the last good movie game, like straight up just based on a movie, like a movie, not a movie property, but a movie. And I don't think I could think of one, honestly. Like X-Men Origins always comes up into mind.
That's the last one I can think of.
I'm sure there's other ones. Like I don't know. Everybody forgets GoldenEye is a movie game. Technically, that is the best movie game ever made.
True.
Everybody forgets that. Everybody, when they talk about movie games, they're like Spider-Man 2, this and that. I'm like, bruh, you gonna forget my boy Jamie Bond?
I can't think of another movie game.
I can't either. Would you count, like, no, you wouldn't count that. I was gonna say Telltale, but no. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is not based on anything. No. I mean, it's based on Guardians of the Galaxy, but not the movies. And I heard that wasn't good anyway, so I wouldn't count. You know what? I'm gonna look up. You know, I was gonna do that. Movie games. I'm just gonna put.
While you're doing that, David, do you have any thoughts on all this stuff?
No, I don't give a shit about this franchise. So,
Star Wars or Indiana Jones?
No.
I feel like you don't have to like even be into it. Like, I've never seen Indiana Jones before, but I mean, you can still comment on it.
I have no interest. I've looked literally into nothing about it. I didn't even know it was a thing until you guys mentioned it.
Well, it's not like there's much to really glean from it.
No, it's just that.
Besides that it's announced.
Yeah.
Like, do you don't like Indiana Jones?
No.
Would you like Indiana Jones?
To be pretty boring.
Oh, so you haven't seen
a good video game, so.
No, he said he finds them pretty boring, so I'm assuming he's at least watched some of them.
I've watched Crusaders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
The third one's called The Last Crusade, so that's probably why. He watched like a combined version. Someone edited those two movies together, which would make sense because the second one's a prequel. So and then the first and third ones are chronologically next to
Yeah. I've watched Raiders of the Lost Ark and bits and pieces of the other. It's just not my thing. I'm not a big fan of that kind of adventure film.
But if his sidekick was a big tittied anime girl, would you then?
Oh, you saw that smile on his face?
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gomes follow him around.
Hey, David, Hatsune Miku is on sale on eShop right now.
Oh, they can say Hatsune Miku's going to be the new Indiana Jones game. I'm like, now I'm excited.
I downloaded the demo to Hatsune Miku because I never actually played it. I'm like, I wonder if I'd be interested in this. And I played. I'm like, not really.
I played the VR demo for it on PSVR. and it was literally just in a crowd, in like a concert in a crowd. And I was just looking up at this fucking girl singing. I'm like, the fuck? And you could flip between like where you want to be in the crowd, so you could be up in front, like, or you could be in the back, so you're like this, or you could be on the side, so you have to do this. I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm there.
It's like I'm there.
I'm there in front of like this really low polygon looking, like, well, it's not low polygon. It's just a high definition.
It's a cute game. I'm thinking about buying it still, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I'll buy it. Do it, pussy.
Yeah,
would you count any of the Lego games? Because there's a few that I'm sure.
The Lego Ninjago, sure, like that.
No, I was thinking more like, Lego Ninjago I heard was bad, but the movie was. I don't think there's a game based on that movie though.
Maybe, I guess it's about the closest we'll get, huh?
I was thinking like maybe like the Hobbit or like the Lord of the Rings ones, or I guess the Force Awakens was really good. I heard that one was really good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
there you go. We found it. All right, moving on.
All right. Last story that I kind of want to talk about a little bit of the embargo thingy, but this one's a super quick one. Was a couple delays. Okay. Hogwarts.
First. Yes, Hogwarts Legacy, right? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Hogwarts, the new Harry Potter game, written by Redacted.
Which Jason Schreier kind of prefaced it with saying, "Hey, there's gonna be a lot of delays this year."
Yeah. There's a lot of delays every year, but I think this year is definitely good. They're gonna look at that Cyberpunk shit and like.
Well, that, and I just think people are gonna.
I think it's gonna be mainly Cyberpunk because I'm sure some games will be like, well, we could just release it and worry about it later. But then they're like, yeah, but Cyberpunk. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. But even EA second guess themselves with like Madden this year because Madden got so much shit last year. I think they'll be like, all right, Madden's later this year, like in October or some shit.
Sure, I think a lot of games also just.
Did you see that? I watch angry. I was about to say angry video game there. Angry Joe video, where he does a video for Madden all the time every year. And I always watch him even though I have no idea what the fuck anything is, but they're always funny to me because he's just pissed that it's the exact same game. And he caught like if you zoom in at one bench, it says Madden 21. It says Madden 20 on the fucking. It's just a reskin. It fucked up and left it said Madden 20.
There's actually a lot of people made compilations of that too. Even in the last one where it said Madden 19 on it. I think a lot of these games are also they went into announcing in 2021 not thinking that the cough would still be going on, and it's definitely going to go on for a bit still. So I think expect a lot of even more than usual. We'll expect some delays this year.
I'm still trying to figure out another
even
game.
That Super Mario World of Japan got delayed.
Yep, that got delayed indefinitely. They said so. It could be any time. So Hogwarts got delayed until 2022, which is fine because I mean I don't care honestly, but I want that game to be good because even though I'm not like the biggest fan of Harry Potter, I always thought like some of the earlier games were really cool that you can kind of like go to class and just be in like Hogwarts. I want that game to be good because that could be really cool.
Sure.
And it's not connected to Harry Potter too, so you don't need to feel bad if you play that game because it's connected to some crazy lady. It still is, but it's not. It's not her writing. Like it's just completely just based on that, whatever. And what was the other one that got delayed? Outriders and Riders Republic. Both of those got delayed. Outriders got delayed just by a month, and also the same day that it got delayed. Or the release date is now the release date of a demo, so you can still play the game on that day. But it got delayed until like early April, so not a big delay for that. But Riders Republic, which is the other Ubisoft game, and that stupid ass one.
Is it Republic or Republicans for the timestamp?
I'm pretty sure it's Republic. Okay. Riders Republic.
The finisher.
That was. I mean, that was a better finisher than Steep. I'll give them that. But it's so weak. So weak. Their finishers used to be so good. Remember when they finished with Beyond Good and Evil 2?
And everyone was crying on stage, including you.
Dude, fucking when Michelle Ancel showed up, he started crying. I was like, oh man.
Was he
That's
crying
so
for
good.
all of his sins?
He's crying for 3 years later when he leaves because he fucking had enough of it.
Ain't that some bullshit, by the way? He was on stage crying, and he was apparently the reason why it's still like just not.
Well, maybe he was so invested at that moment, but then it just went downhill at that point. Like after that, and he was just like lost sight of it. Man, you know, I have a feeling he wanted it to be one thing, and they wanted it to be that fucking open world game.
No, I think it's well, maybe it could be the other way around because everyone's saying that they really there's a lot of people saying they really want to add a lot of cool stuff to it, but he was just like stopping everyone. So I'm assuming he had a lot of creative control on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know he probably had a lot of creative control, but I mean he's still not the boss. So if Yves Guillemot says, "I want to in this what every other one of our games has," Division, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, some shit called Immortals we're not even making yet. Everything, just or Gods and Monsters. That's what it's called.
Yeah, there you go.
All that stuff. I want all that stuff in Beyond Good and Evil 2. And then I'm sure Michelle Ancel looked in the fucking mirror and went, This is like a 15-hour long platformer game. And now it's gonna be like a 200-hour like epic. I still remember the trailer from 2000 like fucking 7 or 8 or 6 or something of Beyond Good and Evil 2, and it was just Jade and Paige, yeah, and also gameplay. You ever saw the gameplay?
No.
That it looked good.
now you got that dope ass statue though.
Yeah, I wish it was Jade and Paige. That would have been amazing.
Instead of this fucking character you don't know anything about.
Dude, literally one of the characters in the statue was shown for 30 seconds in one trailer. I was like,
"What's the statue again?
What is it?
Can you move it or no?
No, it's way too heavy. I can just move my camera.
I forgot what character it was. That was.
It's right there. It's this guy. You've seen this guy a lot. Wait, hold on. Right there. But this guy, you literally have seen in the.
I forgot about that guy.
Guy, you see him for 30 seconds.
He doesn't even look like part of the statue. He looks like a different statue.
Yeah, his face looks stupid. Look at his face. Yeah, you can barely see it. But yeah, so not the best here. Now I gotta fucking set this up again. All right, put that over there, and I'm back.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I mean the statue, and I'm
too
low.
Good. Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Anyway, those are delays.
Yeah.
Last topic.
I mean, Riders of the Republic looks lame, so I don't really give a shit.
Last topic, and we're out of here. I do want to mention all that stuff going on with. Have you read anything about the Game Explained stuff going on, David?
I've been trying to kind of follow along a little bit with it because I've been seeing Neo and Liam talking a bit about it on Twitter, but I haven't done a whole deep dive.
Did you read the main thing this is about?
About the pay?
About the Final Fantasy review.
Work hours? Yeah.
You read the Final Fantasy?
The Final Fantasy 7 review is ridiculous. Yeah, that's really crazy. So if you don't know, one of the guys that used to be a part of Game Explained, he left with a couple other people.
A contributor.
Contributor. Even though he worked there for like 3 or 4 years or whatever, right? He worked there for a little while. Longer than contributor status, I would assume. He worked there and he went on to do Good Vibes games, I think, right? I think that's it. Anyway, that's it. That's the YouTube channel. So they have a podcast, and they mentioned, I think during the podcast or somewhere, they mentioned somewhere that the last place they worked, they got worked pretty hard, and it was mentioned that he did a Final Fantasy VII remake review where the embargo was, what was it, like the 10th or
48 hours.
And they got the game on the 8th. They got it 2 days before the embargo was lifted, and of course, you need those day one views. So he had to go through that 40-hour game.
33 hours, like according to how long to beat. So
yeah,
and then imagine
he also probably You probably played on normal difficulty also, and you also have to take into account that at a certain point he was probably so fucking tired
Sleep
that you
deprived
didn't
that
know.
you're dying every 2 seconds.
I'm gonna average it out to 40 hours.
Yeah.
And also that's probably not with everything. And I'm sure as a reviewer you have to do as much as you can, all as many side missions as you can, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And those side missions are so fucking boring. I wouldn't be surprised if you fucking fell asleep halfway through.
Gord fell asleep during them, and he just
So terrible, yeah. And I was like, I was well rested. I didn't need to do a review, and it took me a whole month to finish it. But yeah, it was a yeah. So all right, so he did that. He was actually kind of like not even. He wasn't like pressured. I don't think he
no.
seemed
What
like
he
was.
said.
He was kind of like I don't know why I said I'll do it, but I said I'll do it.
Yeah, he said he wanted to impress Andre because he was his friend.
Yeah, Andre's
Andre
the
being
main.
the main person out there. He wanted to impress him because he was his friend, but he said, and I agree with him. Even though I get people that disagree, but I stand by the reviewer where that should have been stopped by Andre. That should have been like, hey, no, don't do that.
By him, or either stopped or just like just give him at least a couple extra days.
Which okay, well the ending was bullshit.
Yeah, what?
Oh, did you ever read to the end for that? So what happened is he got to the
apology or the fucking
no the story about the Final Fantasy VII review.
They had to get it rewritten or whatever by somebody.
No,
or are you talking about money? What are you talking about?
So he finished.
Because there's a lot of things that are bullshit.
He finished the FF7 remake review. He said he just typed nonsense into it.
Yeah. Someone had to rewrite it. Like he said, like bullshit. I had to just rewrite it.
And they did the video for it, and he was like crying, like broken down in the fucking shower, which is nutty. And then what happened is Square Enix flagged the review because they didn't specify that they had received the copy of it, and it took him 2 more days to post the review. So he had 2 more days to review essentially. So he did all that and didn't even get the day 1 views on that.
Just because they didn't say like review copy provided by Square Enix. Yeah, Easy Allies does that. Yeah, to be fair, they should have.
So and that's it. That
edited the video. That was their fault. They should have at least put it in the beginning. Just say review copy.
And he said that broke him. He said like that, and I get that too, right? You spent.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault. Whoever edited it, which I don't know. It's probably the other guy that was.
But either way, at the end of the day, right? Is he had 2 extra days.
Yeah, he had 2 extra days. So none of that is his fault. Also, the money issue is the other one.
What was the money issue? I didn't read that one.
The money issue, like his wife, I think, went onto a forum and pretty much confirmed that he would get paid $1 to $2 an hour for contributing, and he was pretty much full time there. So, which I think someone did the math. I think that's like $500 and something a month.
Oh right, it is. Yeah. She was like, "Is it worth $500?"
Yeah, that's right. That's what she said. And then someone did the math and found out that that's $1 to $2 an hour. And he was a major contributor. They post on Game Explain. They post videos sometimes a few times daily. They're like edited and stuff, and like they're not just like, oh, they're just a discussion video like what the fuck we're doing right now. They're like right, obviously written down. They're researching stuff. They're providing sources in the description.
And they get hella views.
Yeah, they get a good amount of views. Yeah, they get more views than like IGN most of the time. When IGN
they should be making good money on ad money.
Yeah, they definitely. There's no way they're not. Like they get millions of views probably a month, and even though right now January ad revenue is shit, like December, November, October, I feel like the last half of last year has been very good, with ad revenue. I assume they were doing extremely well. So I don't know why. Like even during April, I don't know why it was like, oh, just $500 for someone that had to run through a game in 2 fucking days. That is a 40-hour game. No sleep. He should have got a raise at that point. At least something, but no. I assume not.
Yeah.
Like after that, he left.
Content wise, a lot of these places are making a lot more money than they were ever before. I know. Kind of Funny is pretty transparent about it too, and they do their thing in January, and they were like, yeah, when we started this thing, when the cough started, we're like, oh, I think everyone started buckling down, that everyone's not be spending as much money, but like they said, money just like going in because people don't know what the people are bored, so like, hey, fuck it, I'll donate to this thing if it gives me a little more content or something. So like a lot of content creators are making a lot more money than they were before. But to that point, embargoes are fucking dumb, man.
Yeah, embargoes are stupid. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I understand the point of embargo, obviously, but like, I just hate that so many reviewers have to stress themselves out over embargo. That's why I love Easy Allies. They don't do that. If they can't, like, when Cyberpunk came out, Ben, who's the one that wrote it, didn't rush. They were all in agreement that don't rush that. Play as much as you can. As not as fast, as slow as you can. Just take your time with it.
Play like
And
a
then,
normal fucking person would.
yeah, and the review came out like a week later after it came out, and it got tons of views. People loved the review because he was being very honest about it. He gave it because he played on high end PC, still gave it like a 7.5 out of 10 or whatever. Just being very honest, and that's why I only follow certain reviewers that I trust.
Well, I think
not that I wouldn't trust the guy that wrote the review for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm sure he did a decent enough job considering. But
I try to follow.
If you're being rushed like that when you're rushing a game, you're not gonna enjoy the game as much. So immediately you're like, oh fuck, I couldn't wait until it was over.
But I like trust someone that plays the game like a fucking normal person would. And that's not to say that you're not normal if you want to binge a game because you're loving it so much. That's fine. I'm sure there was an avid FF7 fan that probably did the exact same thing but loved every second of it because there wasn't a pressure for it. You know, it's like it wasn't like I have to fucking do this.
If they're actually falling asleep and like
his wife was having to feed him, he said.
Yeah.
It was like a South Park fucking episode, probably. Like it's wild, but I blame the consumer in a way too. Like, I don't blame the buyer, but I'm sorry. Like people need to be responsible with their purchases more. And I'm sorry. Like, it's hard to find sympathy for someone.
Explain review. You can wait. The game will still be there in a couple days when the Game Explain review comes out.
Yeah, it's
I need day one. I trust their review. I need it.
Yeah,
you trust it when you heard the guy had to rush through a 40-hour game in 2 days. Which, by the way, I don't know if you know how many hours are in 2 days, but pretty close to the length of that game.
Yeah,
so, and he had to review and keep himself from not being dead.
Yeah, and play the side content.
And play side content, which I wanted to be dead while playing.
It's just bizarre. Like, I don't.
I hope he put on easy mode too. I really hope he did. Because playing on normal mode, dude, it's like night and day. Because I played like the last 10 hours on easy mode, and I was just like, this is the easiest shit. And I'm like, it was night and day. Because I was playing that game on normal, and then we had to do the spoiler discussion. So I was just like, I need to get through the rest of the game. And then I play on easy. I'm just like, fuck. I'm like not even getting close to halfway down to my health. Like I was like, hey, this is fun now. Because before you had to micromanage all your shit to make sure you didn't die.
No, so it's like I don't understand. Like I get people want to play day one. I get that some people will get burned. Like, hey, I know we got burned by fucking Master Chief Collection, right? Like that was kind of the key thing where it kind of made me like say, all right, well, anything that I want to do, I need.
That's the perfect game for a reviewer. A game where you can't actually play it, but you can still do a review.
Sure.
Like a Cyberpunk, I'm sure for consoles, people were like, oh, thank God, I don't even need to play it. And I do a review.
Yeah.
Like,
but
broke it sucks, it doesn't work.
But I get if you trusted a certain developer, like that's fine. I get it, but it's like you don't have to. Like, just wait a couple days. It's not gonna the game's still gonna be there. It's fine. You could check the reviews. You could hear what people are saying, and it'll avoid the headache. People are complaining about Cyberpunk. It's like, I'm sorry, you could have waited an extra day or two, right? And then I'm not trying to blame them too much because it's like, yeah, they should release a fixed game, but at the same time too, I think consumers need to have better practice with how they are with their money. And it's like, hey, watch what you're spending, watch what you're doing, like research your fucking money. You're spending $60 on that game, $70 on that game. Research what you're doing, and if you're okay with it, if it's broken or not, that's fine. Then go for it, do what you want. But it's hard to like have sympathy if someone's like, I spent all this money, it doesn't work. It's like, well, if you waited like one day, you would have saw it would have worked.
One day, so people can get the game that probably didn't have an embargo, or not even embargo, but sometimes games don't, like, reviewers don't even get the game until day of release.
Yeah, and
like,
so and that's the thing
about they got it until the day of release, right? I think.
Yeah,
they had to wait until.
That's the thing about embargoes too, is one, they either withhold information that buyers could use, or two, especially for small content creators. Like if we were doing reviews, we'd be right there in the weeds, having to buy a game day one and hustle that review out. So we'd be like people that are like really trying to grind to get like on the make money out of this. They're having to grind that game out just as fast, if not faster, just to match anywhere close of what IGN or these big publishers are getting the easy way out. But then they're not even getting the easy way out; they're getting a force. It's such a weird line for them to walk. And like CD Projekt Red putting a game out that they gave it like 2 days prior for the current gen versions, like the fuck.
Yeah, just 2 days is ridiculous. Well, I guess it didn't really matter for any.
But like
it didn't really matter because you could just say it's broken anyway.
Even if it worked, but let's pretend it worked. It's still like
gen versions are still not great. So, like, I wonder what that has on Metacritic. If there's a PS5 section, probably not.
No, they're gonna wait for the next gen version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean it sucks, but yeah, this Game Explained situation is fuck it. It's not the worst I've seen. I guess I'll give them that. I mean, it's still terrible, but I guess I've seen other YouTubes do worse things. So there you go, you got that. But
it doesn't make Andre out to be a bad guy. It makes him to be an irresponsible guy, though.
Yeah, and considering that channel's been around since 2009, like you'd think he would, not be this irresponsible. I mean, that channel got popular pretty quick too.
It did. So, I remember that. That was.
I mean, Game Explained isn't as popular as it used to be, but it's still pretty popular. Because I feel like I want to say like 2015 or 16, it would constantly get like 500,000 views for each video and shit. And that only happened now so people can go on the video and talk shit. Have you seen like the likes to dislike ratio? I feel so bad for the people making content on that right now because they're just like they're hammering through. I watched their latest video. They're talking about Pokemon the new Pokemon Snap, and they're just like, oh man, like they're just actually talking about it, and just in the comments just like, how much you get paid for this? $1? I was just like I mean, maybe. I mean, that might be true, but like, I feel bad for the people that are making the content because it's just like it's not Andre, it's just people that are working there. And I mean, you can tell the comments feel bad for those guys too because they're just like, oh, I hope you made more than $1 for this.
Yeah, but no one's sensitive on the internet though.
Yeah, no one's sensitive. It's just like
everyone wants to be as brutal as they can. David, you're the fucking HR god here. Well, what do you got to say about any of this?
This is just a fucking nightmare. I've been kind of scrolling through, trying to kind of read up a little bit on this because, like I said, I hadn't done too much of a deep dive into it just yet. But fucking yikes, dude! There's just the work conditions alone. If again, we have to kind of say if they are to be believed, alleged, all that, etc., are fucking crazy because. For a professional environment like this, there's the hustle. I get that. And there is the concept of the job needs to get done. That's the whole point of a salary concept. But especially where, from what I'm reading here, a lot of them are looked at as just kind of contractors. Depending on the contract license that they're going through, there's actually even more rights for the contractor to just kind of break free or to be expected to not be used in a very hostile manner like that. So I'd be kind of curious to know if they're just saying, oh, they're contractors to kind of cover their ass, or if they were legitimate contractors. But all in all, this is the
guy that came out and did the Final Fantasy VII remake was there for a couple years, so. I mean, I guess you can still be
contractor can still be extended.
You can still be a contractor, but that seems a little soft.
Yeah, at that point.
That's not uncommon. Larger companies will have someone that's a contractor for years on end.
I don't think this is even
usually don't have to pay benefits.
Yeah, but if you're a personality writing a FF7 review, like contractors are like the ones that are writing fucking Nicktoons Racing 2. Not the ones that are writing a review of one of the biggest games released that year.
Does Game Explain have its own like studio or something like that, like a its own like building or whatever, or is it just run usually just
not anymore? If they did,
well, I know now they don't. That's why I'm asking because I hear I can tell like every time they do like a multi people in a thing or whatever, it's always through Skype now. But I can't tell if they have a studio. Like Easy Allies has a studio, so I'm just.
I don't think IGN has one anymore. I think they straight up they closed down their San Francisco one because they're like, all right, everyone's working from home and we're not going to pay a year of rent just for no one being there.
Easy Allies still has one. They just don't use it. It's like I mean, that sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just wondering because like if they like how big are they as a company that
Even so, it doesn't matter. I think calling someone a
like
contributor that is literally one of the biggest reviews of the year,
yeah,
I don't think that matches. I think that's an editor status.
he should be so lucky to review that game as a contributor. He should be so lucky because that's like the biggest game of the year. So he should be lucky.
That
Honestly, I think he's being a little baby about it. He should be lucky he got a game for free for this giant website
2 days early.
2 days early, 2 whole days. Nobody else played it. Not even Shigeru Miyamoto, and he's the god of video games.
God.
He didn't even get it. He probably still hasn't gotten it yet. But no, seriously.
But and like again to what we're saying is no one forced these work environments, which is good on that because it's very
He needs to get paid.
well.
Like, remember that.
Well, here's the thing: no one forces a work environment like that, but at the end of the day, salary is salary, and there's still that cultural expectation, that kind of environment.
Right. So what I'm
to
saying
work
is
those kinds of hours.
it's easier to course correct because it's not forced. Because it's not like some game companies we know are like, hey, it's mandatory crunch time. It's mandatory you show up here, or if you don't, they give you like that. You know how like if you people are allowed to take out the time they want, but they're always give the stink eye by their coworkers or their colleagues. But it's not forced here, so it's easily course correctable. And I want to believe that Andre is like not a shithead to do that.
No, he doesn't seem like he really is. I feel like it was just one of those things when that game came out, he was worried that there wasn't going to be a review day one, and maybe something was happening. Maybe there was low views at the time because around that time, besides Final Fantasy VII Remake, I don't think there's a lot of shit out. And then he was just like, "Oh, we need that review up." And maybe he was just being selfish at that moment.
No,
I don't know him.
I want to say the other way around. I want to say maybe he was saying that, and his coworker, who again that he mentioned, he's like, I see him as a friend, really wanted to impress him. But I mean, that was up to Andre to say like, no, like it sucks that we're not gonna have day one views, but don't do that. That's it. It's not worth that.
Then why did he do it?
The guy that did it said that he did it to impress him, and because he really wanted to have the day one views. Yeah, he wanted to impress him because he's his friend, and
But yeah, he should still said no.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's an easier course correct than if like a company's like doing mandatory crunch. But
He did say no, but he just didn't take no for an answer. I don't know. But
he
either way,
he said no. He mentioned specifically. He's like he should have told me no. But yeah, no.
he shouldn't. The guy should have never offered. But I understand
that's essentially the nuance behind it. Is he shouldn't have offered up that.
Andre should have just immediately said, "Get the review out in the next week or so." Not. We got 2 days, baby. You better hurry up.
2 days, baby.
You need to wrap it up, B. I mean, it'd be one thing if the game was like a 7-hour game. Then I'd be like, all right, you could do 3 hours one day, 4 hours the next, and then write the review that night.
Sure.
It's like, all right, that's doable. It's not. This one's not doable. It's like Well, it was, I guess, technically, but it shouldn't have been because he did do it. It just,
Yeah.
It didn't matter after. I can only imagine how he felt when he woke up and saw that review got taken down or some shit.
No, he said that broke him, and I get that too. He's like, and I think he followed up saying, "I had 2 extra days, and that fucking killed me."
Yeah,
all right,
that sucks. And I bet he was excited for that game too, and I probably ruined that game for him.
Oh yeah. Again, going back to the point.
But whatever.
Going back to the point is, I feel like that's not that review, even if it's done on time, is not indicative of the game because it's like
exactly because like you know for a fact at this point that he didn't enjoy a lot of that game because he was just fucking sleep and fucking hungry. He was upset. He was worried that he wouldn't finish it in time.
That's why I hated doing reviews after a while. Like I used to do them for a while. And they were fun, but then the longer you do it, and the more you feel like you're required to do this, And that's why I feel like we walk that line. Sometimes I feel like with games gone by, where I'm like, sometimes I feel like, oh, do I really? Even though I know this game, do I really want to be forced to finish it? But luckily, we've been pretty good about choices, and like they've been all interesting ones that we've all at least like kind of in the realm of games that we've known about and stuff. Like, it's not like some like, oh, we're getting forced on this new downloaded game that we're gonna have to get like done, or this new game. It's like we're not, and we're not even required to finish it. If we don't, if at the end of the day, none of us, if one of us hates the game enough that we don't want to finish it, then they hate the game so much to finish it. It doesn't really matter. We're not like, it doesn't. It's not a requirement. But like a review is a much more of you need to finish and play that game too as much as you can, and if you don't like it, who cares? You got to keep playing it and do what you got to do with it.
The last thing I'll say about this, I don't really watch Game Explain that much, but I will say I don't think people should just immediately.
No, there's
Like,
plenty of people there that are still great, I'm sure.
cancel this fucking YouTube channel. Yeah, even if there was nobody working there, it was just Andre. I don't think it deserves to be canceled. It deserves to be ridiculed for now, for sure, and lambasted and all these other words. But I feel like this will be remembered. Like even a year from now, you'll see a few comments in the comment section of a Game Explained. Like how many dollars you get for this video?
Fucking IGN still has too much water.
Yeah, too much water. Which who fucking wrote that review again?
I think Callie Plaguey did.
Yeah, she. To be fair,
I always want criticism though. Like
it just sounds stupid.
It's not. It was
dumb.
It
but
was.
To be fair, not her fault because IGN did the stupid ass fucking like really quick like positive and negative where they had really short. So it's just like, how else are you gonna describe that? There's too many water levels. I guess you could just say that.
Too much water levels.
Never mind.
Too many water environments there.
Too many water. Too many water. She said
too much water.
Too many water. Too many water.
No, people are gonna remember. The only thing with Andre, I think he did was the way people thought that was really weird that he kept calling him a contributor or something. Even it's like, dude, the dude's an editor.
And also, I think he said he was your friend. Didn't he also say that?
Yeah. So, all right.
If he would have earned some points if he called him his friend in that thing.
My friend.
Yeah, he's like even former friend maybe. Nah, that would have got like some sympathy points. Like, oh, he lost a friend.
All right.
He just made a mistake. Let the boy go.
That's Blue Rupees for this week.
I thought there was one last thing.
No? Oh, you want to talk about that Pokemon thing?
Yeah. All right, just real quick. Bullshit. Real quick.
Let me put the timestamp in there.
Call this quick shit. quick shit.
Quick shit.
This is a really quick one.
I got it. Bullshit.
Call that quick shit. Oh, you have a different bullshit?
No, I just got it. Just go.
Okay. Quick shit. All right. So there's a rumor, a Nintendo rumor.
A what?
Oh, a rumor about a Nintendo game. I know. Fucking, we get these every 25 fucking minutes. But this one might happen. You never know. There's a rumor that next month they're going to reveal Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. Oh, for the Switch, I assume. That'd be hilarious if it was on 3DS. Do you think that's going to happen?
Sure.
I think it's inevitably going to happen at some point. Whether it happens next month,
I don't think it's going to happen that early because I feel like a game like that would be announced like June and then come out like November. I feel like it's too early to announce.
It's going to get announced in that Nintendo Direct on January 11th. Oh fuck! No, never mind. We passed that date.
No. Yeah, that didn't happen. Well, you know what? I talked about this with a friend of mine. I think they fucked up. I think they, you know how like in the UK they have their dates wrong. So
November 1st.
First, even though it would make it sense for like the 23rd month and the 4th.
November 1st, they're gonna announce all their slate for 2021.
Yeah, they're gonna announce all the things that already came out.
In 2 weeks, this game comes out, guys. Get hyped.
Get hyped. So, hey, maybe you never know. Maybe they fucked up. Maybe they meant February 11th. They do because there was a bunch of typos in there, so they could have just fucked up.
Yeah, software.
It meant to. Yeah, software. There was another one I didn't notice until I looked it over again. They misspelled Assassin's Creed, so it was Assassins, but there's 2 S's for the first S and then only 1 S for the second S.
Assassin.
Yeah, it's Assassins. Assassins.
That was the Blue Read podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for sticking through all the way through. Hey, if you made it this far, type in the number 12. Yeah.
In anywhere in the search bar.
Yeah.
And then take a picture of that of your results and then send it to Adrian on Twitter.
Yeah, there you go.
Do all that.
Yeah, give us a follow on Twitter. I need to start plugging those at the beginning of the podcast too.
We have them on
we have them on there, but
Sure,
you know how people on
display.
YouTube are sometimes. Oh, my fucking thing was.
Yeah, they can't fucking read. People on YouTube who can't read, they're illiterate like me.
No, but everyone's like, hey, smash that bell icon.
Smash the bell
Smell the
icon.
bell.
Give us the
Oh my
copyright strike.
Lick that fucking bell and make it
Lick that ass.
lick that asshole.
Our Games Gone By schedule again is as follows: January 29th is Metal Gear Revengeance, February 12th No Man's Sky, February 25th Beyond Good and Evil, March 25th Earth Defense Force 5, April 29th Hellblade Senua Sacrifice, May 27th 9 Hours 9 Person 9 Doors, and June 24th Parasite Eve. Next week will be our Game of the Year podcast, so we'll do some fun stuff. Hopefully nothing too big happens in news. If it does, maybe we'll talk about it at the beginning. If it's something too big, maybe we'll just skip through news and just talk Game of the Year stuff, kind of reflect on 2020 as a year as a whole. And we'll be going through our top 10 list, a couple little fun awards if we can think of some in time. Hopefully we do.
Oh, yeah. I'll think of some stuff.
Cool.
I mean, you think of some awards, I'll think of some.
Hell yeah.
And then David can, if you could do best remaster, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Best remaster.
Yeah, you should actually do that because that's all you played.
Yeah, David's remaster.
I haven't even played most of those either.
Of course you haven't.
I probably play more remasters.
Well, because they're all fucking RPGs, so it's like, all right.
That you liked RPGs.
100 hours. I do. I love RPGs.
I like
It
he
takes a while
bought
to
them.
go through all of them.
Like he bought them to play them, and then he looks at them and goes, they're RPGs. Fuck them.
I remember
It's
David
like-
going, "Oh, Langris, I can't fucking wait to play that. Oh, I'm gonna play the shit out of that when that comes out."
Oh,
I do that with everything, though.
yeah,
That's nothing
we
new.
all do that pretty much. It's just like, I can't wait to play that. Then back to Overwatch.
Yeah,
It's like-
that's true. After this podcast,
I'm going to bed after that. I'm tired as fuck. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning today. Why? I don't know.
yeah, I saw you posted a video earlier. I'm like, oh, that's fucking early for
I,
work.
I've been waking up early, like super early, like way earlier than I need to.
You're an adult now. Hell yeah.
I mean, like way earlier than even adults.
3 a.m.
I guess I woke up at 4 a.m. but I just couldn't go back to sleep. I'm like, all right, this is my life today.
Either late night or early morning is the best time though, just because no one bothers you. It's like hell yeah. It's
I love staying up at night if I can. It's just like it's great. Everybody's dead. It's like you could look outside and no one's out there saying, "Hey, fuck your mother."
Except for that clown that's showing out there. I don't know why he's out there. It's weird.
Yeah, the clown, he has like 3 balloons. It's always 3. What the fuck? Like who cares? Only 3 balloons? Are you a fucking loser?
Audio
Kids in
podcasts
sewers.
again. If you want to check out the audio podcasts, they're on Captivate, hosted there. They're on Spotify, everywhere, all that good stuff. teespring.com/store/blue-rupees for our shirt or mug, whatever you want to buy of it. We will be doing, yeah, there you go. We'll be doing a stream hopefully sometime next week. New background will be here next week. That'll be fun. Show off my new look. Your Blue Ruby shirt has Green Supervisors. My Blue Ruby shirt has been shipped. Send me your address if you have a Twitter. I don't know if you have a Twitter or not.
Comments right now. We'll read it off.
Yeah, that's right now. If you want, I don't know if you want to. If you can message me on YouTube too. I don't know if you have a Twitter or not. If you have a Twitter, DM me. If you have YouTube message, do YouTube messages even thing anymore?
I don't think so.
You could probably whisper it on Twitch. Whatever. If you feel comfortable with it. If you don't, I don't fucking care. It's fine. Just let me know.
DM on Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter.
if you're on Twitter, then do that. But either way, whatever way you want. Let me send you Jonathan Wick, or I forgot I had an extra copy of Uncut Gems. If you want that too, let me know. If you want either John Wick or Uncut Gems, let me know.
I got all this shit. You want all of it?
Yeah, I gave
Like,
Gore.
I got everything.
I paid to give Gore my trash.
Yeah, he didn't even give me Uncut Gems. What the fuck?
Did you not have it?
I could have done a second copy.
Oh, you already have a copy.
Yeah, of course I do.
Um,
I got that slipcover too.
oh,
That's
yeah,
probably why you have 2
yeah.
copies, right?
Yeah,
I assume that's why you have 2
yeah.
copies because you bought one with none, and then you're like, I need one, and then you got the one with one.
No, I bought a copy and then didn't have a slipcover, so I bought another copy hoping it had a slipcover, and it also didn't. So I just bought a slipcover on eBay. Whatever.
And then the slipcover came with the movie too, and you're like, what?
Hell
Like
yeah.
my wish has been granted, and then
I-
you had like 3 of the games.
The
Or
what was it,
movie.
like what was it on? I think
Oh,
last year.
Julia Fox. Julia Fox has a new movie coming out, by the way. That's the girl that played the big booty girl.
No, I
Over
was,
there.
I was watching that movie with the girlfriend because she was like, because I was kind of like in an M mood, and she's like, all right, you want to watch movies? Like, sure, we'll pick whatever. And she knows I love Uncut Gems. She's like, all right, let's watch it. It's like, are you sure you're in the mood for this? Because this is one of those fucking movies. She's like, yeah, let's watch it. And so we're watching it, and then like, there was no ass comment until it was her walking out of the club in like the leggings, and she was like, that girl has an ass. Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yep. I don't have Twitter, but
Technically,
I'll
every-
whisper it. Cool. Yeah, whisper it to me and let me send you that movie.
Yeah.
And let me know. Do you want Uncut Gems or do you want John Wick? Tell me right now. I'll send it to you.
Right now.
Right now.
On the spot.
On the
Both.
spot.
You
Gun
want
to your
both?
head.
Give 'em both.
But yeah, I'm excited to show off my new background because I got all my fucking. You saw it on Twitter. I have all my helmets finally displayed, which is nice. Now I kind of wish about that other Doom helmet now, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. It might be available again in the future.
There were a lot, I'm sure.
No, I think I want to say I heard that Bethesda was going to sell it on their store too.
Yeah, so maybe I'll grab another one.
It's a limited run. I think that's going to come to Bethesda's game store. So.
Hell yeah.
But almost 150 just for a fucking helmet.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
spending a lot of money on fucking Scott Pilgrim tomorrow, right?
I'm not buying 30. I don't think. I think I'm just gonna get the $55 one because I don't even know where I display that. Like it's just like a box. It's just
Yeah,
like,
but then
I have
you open it and the
No.
song plays
no. But like, why the
Ah.
fuck? How many times am I gonna do that?
4 times.
Hey, everybody, crowd around, watch this shit. You know,
Yeah,
so play
I'm
the
getting the shit out of that thing. I need that.
fuck- We'll end up too, but I'm gonna wait.
No, I'll probably just get the regular collection edition that had like this soundtrack, but so I threw down for a couple other things beforehand. So if I hadn't done that, I probably would have gone big on it.
I wanna.
Oh, you want to see what he's gonna get?
No, I just want to know what he got because he didn't get it yet. It's limited run. You ain't get that shit for like a year. What'd you
Yeah,
get?
yeah. Someone posted on a Facebook group saying
Panzer Dragoon Switch one, so I might get the PS4 one.
someone on Facebook was like, "Who's excited for Scott Pilgrim tomorrow?" I'm like, "I'm excited for it 6 months from now."
Yeah. Hey, that's the bullshit thing. You spend $130 on this fucking $15 arcade game, and you still have to buy it if you want to play it tomorrow. I really wish like that amount of money you're dropping on something that doesn't even exist yet. You would at least get a code for the game, like just for that game, $15 game. Like, come on.
I think
The special reserve games they do that sometimes. Like I think Carry On I got a code for and oh shit, what's the other game?
Crosscode?
So, no, that wasn't special reserve. Fuck, what was the other game? Oh look, we're over here. Oh, wait, this is the end of the show. You can go and leave. See you later.
Do we have anything else to mention? Yeah,
I think it was my. I think it was my friend Pedro.
My from Pedro. Nice.
My Game Pass now.
Also, Ranksters Tuesday. What did we say we're gonna rank? Did we mention on the episode what we're gonna rank? I've already forgot what it was.
What do you?
Well, no, I'm
think?
gonna do one tomorrow.
Yeah, so ranked Gore will have one. I forgot we mentioned me and Gore on the last one.
What mine will be now.
What are you gonna do?
I'll say it now. It's gonna be a short one. I'm gonna rank all the characters from Ghost of Tsushima.
Hell
So,
yeah.
and there's only like about 12 of them, so it's gonna be pretty easy. So,
There was one that you and I said we are gonna do while we were on that episode. I forget what it was. And then David and I, not this weekend, but the next weekend, we'll do.
Halo 4 with Chris actually.
Yeah,
So,
so
Yeah.
we'll set that time. Should only take us
back.
2 streams, but we'll knock out Halo 4.
yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's like a 5-hour game.
Yeah,
It
we
was
knocked
short.
out like the last 3 Halo games in 2 streams.
Yeah, they're incredibly short.
They're getting
That's the
shorter
thing.
and
Like,
shorter.
yeah, how long to beat? I love that website, but when I looked to see how long it took to beat Halo Reach, I was like, I think it says like 9 hours or some shit. I was like, no fucking way. And then me and my friend played on normal. We beat in like 4.5 hours.
I
of
think
like,
it's longer if you don't know what everything is going on and you're taking your time and
But,
like kind
I
of getting
mean-
your ass beat a little bit.
sure,
Yeah,
I
think
guess
that
maybe
it's
that's not
presuming a
legendary.
single player blind playthrough.
Yeah, but even that, like, I don't see how anybody would have that much of a problem, even on heroic, like, where it doubles the length of the game. I don't even know. Like, it's not like Halo's like a puzzle game where I'm playing a second time. I know I know how to beat this now. It's just like here's a bunch of aliens. Fucking make
Shoot 'em.
them not living.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not hard.
But we'll be
It's
back.
like Call of Duty. It's like fucking you see the bad guy with the red colors or whatever, kill him.
Yeah, so
So,
we'll
like-
be back the following weekend, and we'll announce that again too. Just give you a solid time. And like I said, the not this weekend, but the weekend after too, we'll do a At least I'll do a stream. We'll see if either of you guys want to join. And I'm sure you guys will join, but what time and how long for? We'll do that. Do some Among Us too. That'll be fun. All right, that was the stream. Appreciate everyone. Thank you for watching.
Fuck you. I can't stand any of you. Get the fuck out of here. Go away.